mid-roll.
Hi,
So,
Mom.
hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom, I'm on
I'm on the
TV.
internet.
I got a face for podcasts.
I got a face for yeah, exactly. I feel that.
And the new podcast
Feel
Moppet.
that.
You
So
can
we
see
decided
me
to play
being sexy.
OKRPG tonight. I was just having a hankering to just do something a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a
And
hankering for a hunk of cheese.
all the
Hanker
players
for a honker for a hanker.
decided, oh, we don't have Doug.
Said, they're being too
What?
silly. I have to leave until they get serious.
Doug's still in the
Oh,
chat.
I just don't see
He's
his
waiting.
video.
He's like this.
Oh, he's not. He's not there. Okay.
I were playing an
He's
RPG.
actually on the other side of the door. Listen, goes
Like this.
just waiting.
Oh, there
Stop
he
being
is.
silly. There he is. Okay.
Perfect.
You
No
guys
delay.
getting dice.
We'll remove that in post. Nice. Nice. So we decided to play OKRPG tonight, and the players decided to do underwater horror.
Yeah.
Because
Awesome.
it's what we're in the mood for these days.
You're a whore.
You can't
deny the right
do
price,
not
my
deny the
friend.
Leviathan.
Not saying it's
And the
cheap, but
women.
for the right price.
We're gonna go deep as deep
Right?
stars.
I never said we were cheap. Sorry.
We're all gonna look into the abyss.
And he's going to look back and say, hi,
Hey,
I'm the abyss.
Oh, here.
I'm a little misunderstood.
So I'm going to start this off by saying 3 hours ago, all four of you landed on a remote ice shelf in the Antarctic. They have ice shelves, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Big ones.
Big ones. Perfect. On a remote ice shelf in the Antarctic. And about 45 minutes ago, all of you trundled on to a large diving vessel that has been taking you down into the water probably for the past like 45 minutes, slowly descending you down into the murky depths. What would you guys acquaint yourselves with each other in this period, or even on the plane?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask who Doug is playing tonight?
Is that me?
Yeah, you.
My internet just blinked
Oh,
when you said it.
Of course. Yes, I said. Who's Doug playing? Who's Doug playing tonight?
I am playing Chancery Chance Lovejoy.
That's right, Chancery Chance.
I am a physicist specializing in I'm a water physics specialist.
Water physics. Okay.
Physics. Yeah, I guess so. Fluid dynamics. I think that might be it. Young. I'm only 29, but I have a PhD because I'm smart. I'm very outgoing. I'm excited to be everywhere.
Hello. Okay.
So would you be talking? Let's say you'd be talking to people in the sub, like, "Why are you here? What's going on?" Like, would you have introduced
it's like,
yourself?
hey, how's it going? What are you up to? What do you do? Cool, that's awesome. That's nice.
Hey man.
I'd be telling you all about myself, not my hacky sack skills because those get laughed at.
Of course.
I'm not proud of that.
Not
That was
proud
a
of
weird
hacky sack.
childhood thing. No. My dad made me recite the periodic table over and over and over again while hacky sacking.
Okay.
This is some.
I also seem to throw myself into things. I'm definitely one for new experiences.
Interesting. I like it. Who else would you meet? Who is? Go with PJ. Who's PJ playing?
Hi, I'm PJ. My character is Tim Russet. He's a
Tim?
Marine pilot, Russet. He is a marine biologist from Maine. To others, I seem kind of meek and nerdy about fish. I'm meek and nerdy about fish. Um, I don't really know my limits. You tell me to do something, I'll do it, and it doesn't always work out. But I'll do it. Um, because I have too much confidence in my own abilities. Even though with a history that maybe speaks to not being as confident as I am, but I was raised by my parents, and my parents made me believe in myself. Um, the
Gave you all the
ocean is
confidence in the world. Sorry, go
yep,
on.
yep, exactly. The ocean is where I belong. That's what I believe. I really want to discover a new species and be able to name it. Um, and I do have a hidden talent. Should I explain it, or should I leave that as a mystery for today?
It's up to you.
I'll tell it now. For some reason, I know Krav Maga really well.
Krav Maga. Is that the
Either
Israeli martial art? Which one is that?
either that or the French one. One of those two.
It's the Israeli one. It's that nasty, nasty Israeli one.
So think of this little meat guy with these black glasses that have tape together, and I'm constantly pushing him up. That could probably kick somebody's butt. That's
Nice.
probably where my overconfidence comes from.
Yeah. Okay. And who is Brian playing tonight?
Yeah, I'm having technical problems. Skip me for while I figure this out. All right.
All good.
I don't know why it's not working.
Who is Bobby playing tonight?
I am Ricky Rafter.
Trying to
I am
stretch
a
this
deep-
out for Brian. So
I'm a,
Thank you.
I am a deep sea treasure hunter.
it's not
From
usually what people mean when they say
Storm
stretch it
Haven.
out, but I like your approach.
I'm a deep sea treasure hunter from Stormhaven. Others see me as daring, but I'm not really. My greatest strength is my adaptability. I'm adaptable. Um, my flaws. I'm reckless. I'm notorious for just running into to a situation, maybe not fully aware, but sometimes I
Oh.
am.
Sometimes I
I
am fully aware.
You and Tim are going to work out great.
I believe in the power of discovery, and I'm looking to uncover a legendary treasure.
Twins.
And I have a spear gun, high tech diving equipment, and a diving knife, plus clothes and food. But that's the special stuff.
Awesome.
See, you should let me keep
Brian.
going my way. We'd still be going through where I'm from.
How's your Windows PC?
It's working. I don't know why I'm having problems syncing up Mac and PC, but
Don't know why you're having problems doing that.
I don't know. It's just not
I
working.
I think that's built into the description you just gave.
Yes. No, there was a way I could do it before. Now I don't know. So sorry. I apologize.
All good.
How
Brian,
dare you?
All right.
who are you playing tonight?
Yes, I'm playing Dr. Callum Hartley. Yes, good evening, good afternoon, salutations, everybody. I'm a little disheveled here. My notes are all over the place. Oh, here they are. Hang on. I'm from the UK. Just think James Mason. A little more constipated, perhaps.
I don't know
thought,
James Mason, so I apologize.
well, even better than. Yes, I am a mental health evaluator, crisis management, and stress resilient trainer. I a little absent-minded,
Hmm.
but I'm my greatest strength is my ability to connect with people. So I'm so happy to be here with all of you. I'm looking forward to this adventure. Um, and my hidden talent is reading subtle body language. I see everybody here is a little agitated as I'm speaking, so I will make this briefer. My worst flaw is that I struggle to disconnect from other people's problems. I just want to help everybody. Yes, my goal is to ensure everyone returns to where they come from with their minds intact. And I carry around a voice recorder. I talk into it for patients. I have a tranquilizer kit and a decrypted data pad for, of course, for patient records. I don't want data falling into the wrong hands. HIPAA and all that. And my secret talent is I do like to throw knives. Get
Nice,
bored,
nice.
sometimes. And
The
I like
tape
to-
recorder thing reminds me of a movie. Have you seen the movie The Core?
Yes.
It's one of my favorite corny classic sci-fi movies. I love it. I can watch it anytime I see it. Anyway, the guy, I can't remember what his name is, where he's constantly cocking to the tape recorder and trying to say profound shit. He's like, as we delve deep into the heart of the earth. And they're just all giving him shit the whole time.
Yes, thank you. It's for posterity. Please don't
like
we mock
on
what we don't understand.
Like on cue, after you kind of introduce yourself, oh shit, I didn't write down your name. Your name is
Callum Hartley. Yes.
Callum.
Yeah, Callum Hartley.
Hartley.
With an A, no EAR. I'm from Avon upon the Thames, Heathrow watershed.
And who was Ricky Rafter? That's right.
Ricky Rafter. Rafter Man. How can you shoot women and children? You don't lead them as much.
Nice.
Rafter Man.
On cue, when
It's a well-disciplined VC.
you finish your introductions, the pilot of this vessel, this descending vessel, looks back at you all and he says, "Hold on to your butts." And he flicks one of the switches, and all of the lights in the submersible go out. And he's like, "Watch this." And he like points to all the gauges, and they're all just going crazy as you descend. Like they aren't reading properly, effectively. Once we get this close, we have to go full manual. Like there's a bunch of sirens kind
This
of
is awesome.
that he starts to go off. Like
Don't worry.
boop, boop, boop,
Fine. I've been in situations like this before. I'm a marine biologist after all.
The warning
think-
klaxons continue to go off.
They're full of shit.
We good, guys?
Well,
Sorry.
don't worry. If it doesn't blow,
Nope.
we won't even know it.
If it doesn't blow.
And out of the murky depths, you guys would be able to see through your little viewports this great, like, how can I put it? Like the light is constantly getting sucked out of the light sources because of the water, right? Because you're so deep, like even high lumen isn't really, giving off a ton of light. But when you descend into this, you can see this a flood of light pushed up against this massive like cliffside, like a bluff under the water. And as things clear up, you can see there is like this massive structure that's been built around the side of this this cliff, and this like huge aquatic underground facility, effectively, that I would argue none of you knew existed until this very moment. And the guy, he grabs onto the oh shit handle or the I don't know. That's what my family always called them in the car, the oh shit handle, and he goes hard in, and all you get jumbled up a little bit inside the submersible as it moves down, and eventually it settles in, and you guys dock into this large kind of pseudo mega structure. As you eventually, dock in, and all the appropriate bells and whistles are going off, like the boot boot, wait for decom, doo, and air moves around, and you guys are at proper pressurization to be down here. And as you walk out, you enter a very, kind of cavernous, tubular structure. Halls that are clearly industrial, utilitarian in nature, that seem to snake on forever. And it is fairly busy, actually. And a young woman approaches you all as you are disembarking from the sub and looks towards, who is the oldest one here? The most distinguished of gentlemen.
I'm
Yes.
38.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm 32.
So does that leave
29.
does that really leave Callum?
Oh yeah,
Up yonder?
the
Yes.
silver
I'm up there.
fox.
That's How did you know my nicknames? Very perceptive. I could tell by
You
reading
could
your
just
body
tell.
language.
You could just tell, sir. You could just tell.
Yes, well, we all have our talents and gifts.
Yep. Bang bang.
Just trying to get your attention.
Oh. Yes. Good after day evening. Whatever it is.
It's always morning. Good morning to you too. If you will make your way with me, and she begins to guide all of you, kind of not really addressing you directly, but directing addressing the kind of room itself.
Excuse me. Has my equipment arrived? I can't be effective if my equipment hasn't arrived. Has it arrived? Has it been stowed? May I
Did
go
you
inside?
bring it?
Well, it was supposed to be sent ahead of me because it's quite a lot. There's diving apparatus. There's um all from the Maine Oceanological Institute. Diving cages, things of that nature. Did it all arrive safely?
She looks at you with a bit of annoyance, nonplussed. Looks at you nonplussed. Trust me, sir, any equipment that you may need will be provided for you. We have nothing but the state of the art at this facility.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. I can't study marine life without my equipment.
I know that, right? Equipment's good.
Good, brah.
Truly.
Equipment's
I
great,
wonder
brah.
why I don't have a Maine accent because I'm only from the Oceanological Institute by way of Connecticut. My family is rich.
She's going to continue to ignore this whole conversation and begin to guide you
I have something
towards
for you if
this.
you're jittering.
Exactly. Some Dramamine or something, maybe. I don't know. She leads you to a small barracks room with 4 bunk beds. I will give you all 15 minutes. I will meet back here with you 4. I will let you settle, unpack, and then I will take you to where I need you, where we need you.
Thank you.
Hot bunk. I spring up on one.
Youth. I remember those days.
I remember those days.
So is anybody?
Always jumping from the top bunk.
I don't care what bunk I get as long as I have my equipment, I'll be fine. Question to the group: has anyone been informed of why they've been brought here? I know they just said it was an urgent matter, and they couldn't tell me until we were in a secure location. And I looked around and was like, this to me looks like a secure location. Does anybody here know why we're here?
No,
No, I don't.
they'd tell us when we
No.
got here, kind of thing.
Failed to disclose that.
Well,
Sign
I,
all the
I, I
paperwork.
didn't even know this place. Excuse me, doctor.
Oh,
I'm
we
sorry.
all knew the place existed.
In fact,
Yes.
I would argue that you were maybe very unceremoniously collected more than you just happened to be put into this situation, if that makes sense. Like sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I resisted until they showed their federal credentials, and of course, at that point, I went right along with it because when the government calls, you answer.
Exactly.
Oh, classic.
This man's a
I'm sorry,
Just went
patriot.
right along with them.
I'm sorry, doctor.
No, nothing. Pleasure
Okay.
to meet you.
Yes.
Why are you taking notes?
I find this interaction fascinating.
Oh, I thought you were already trying to investigate what's going on. Okay.
Well, well,
Hey,
I'm trying to
This-
get my bearings, so to speak. And
yes.
you sure you don't want something, sir? Mr.
Oh no,
Rufford.
this is exciting to me. I never even
Okay.
knew this place was here. I mean, did you see this place on the way in? It's a fortress under the water. I didn't know we had that capabilities. You know the
I've-
amount of pressure
Oh.
we're under right now? This is amazing.
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
gonna whip.
that-
I'm gonna whip out the number of the pressure.
Everybody's so well informed.
We're at
and
3,000 cadillabars of
Yeah.
atmospheric.
PSI
It's 14 football fields of atmospheric pressure. That's an
32
American
oscars per inch of pressure.
enthusiastic.
I'll just
Yeah.
tell you, if you went out there now, you would be crushed instantly.
Oh, let's try to keep the windows closed then, shall we?
Yes, good idea, doctor. Good idea.
on our way down was Tim's face squished up against one of the windows as we dropped.
I was studying the monitors because I don't think we'd have. I don't know if we'd have windows in a sub going that deep.
Uh,
I don't. But if we did,
there was a way to see light out, because we were able to see that the
Okay.
light wasn't going
Yeah,
very far.
yeah. There were some
I would be up
observation
against
windows
the
for sure.
window looking at all the life forms. And
It may have been
everything.
tiny, you know.
Yeah,
Tiny
I had one
little-
eye,
Yeah, that's why
Exactly.
that's what I pictured is like an eye up against the up
and every
viewport.
once in a while, I was like, you'd hear me. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's a forensic
How'd you see that?
anglerfish.
It's an anglerfish. You'll once again hear a polite, if insistent, ahem, ahem,
Yes,
and then maybe a knock on the side of the barrack
I look
entrance.
up in the air first.
No, at the door, Tim. At
Yeah.
the door.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's up? You doing
Hi.
I just walk over towards her, figuring she's gonna take us somewhere.
She kind of tightens up her obvious uniform, stands kind of a bit of attention, and are you ready? Are you guys settled in?
Yep, ready to go.
I mean, as settled as I will be. What's up?
Perfect.
Why are we here?
Well, I think that will explain itself in just a moment. Come with me. She again ushers you further through this tight facility to what looks to be an elevator of some sort. You all have signed your paperwork, correct?
Of course.
Not until I know why we're here.
Yep, I already signed it.
Not he's like,
This is a trip of a lifetime. When else are you going to get to go to an undersea fortress like this in your life?
right. That's why I already signed it.
Awesome. So she turns around and activates this large lever, and it has the proper chunk as and then kind of all around you, this tube drops surrounding you, and you hear more hissing as things are pressurized and moved around, and you suddenly feel yourself, and I want to say that there's like a plexiglass tube that you are all shooting through, like like fucking Willy Wonka's magical fucking elevator, glass elevator.
That was-
And
I'm
what you
prepared for
see
this.
before you is this massive
Get a tingling
vault
in my willy.
door embedded into the side of this mountain. Now, I had ChatGPT generate me an image. I didn't have I didn't want to talk to it long enough to make the whole stuff be around it and stuff. But you'll see what I'm talking about.
You should try talking to it.
We should, but I didn't have time. You should, but I didn't have time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
Um,
Share with the audience.
I will. I'll
Hold up
share
a
with you,
picture.
audience, for the podcast people. It's this massive vault-looking door, circular-looking door with strange lights emanating from it, with clearly markings that are not human or any kind of English or any known language. Through what is that? What would that be? Anthropology. Or any ancient written language known to man to date.
I see it has sea snow around it. Very rare occurrence.
Say that again. Sorry.
Sea snow.
Right. Right.
Underwater snow.
Yeah, I
Very-
asked for the vault.
very
It
unique.
gave me what it gave me. I didn't want to fight with it.
It's very cold down here, so I believe there would be some.
Maybe it's just lightly colored like sea silt
Yeah.
and sand that
There
is
you go.
accumulated around you big butt.
Who's driving the boat here?
Now, who's the marine biologist now?
Definitely not Paul, but my character is.
I don't know anything about a machine biologist. Yeah, I'm all right.
Machine biologist.
There goes that joke out the window.
That's a future job.
Yeah.
Very silly. Everybody's so.
What's the
silly.
diameter of that door?
Hmm.
70 feet.
In meters, please. We're scientists, most of us.
35
150,000
meters,
meters.
33 meters.
I'll take it.
And for the
Now I have
Americans
to know.
in the audience, that's 147 ostriches.
110 feet or 33 meters. Let's go with that.
That was impressive.
And the elevator eventually stops at this elevated platform that's kind of like I want to say like a conference room bubble, right? And it is basically an observation tower staring directly at the center of this massive vault door, as far as they can tell, as far as they seem to understand it to be.
Excuse me, lady. I didn't get your name. Is
Oh.
that why we're here?
My name's Tina. Tina Short.
Very pleased to meet you, Tina Short. Is that why we're here? And I point to the big door.
Very astute. What was your name?
I took a stab. My name is Tim Russert. I just took a
I
stab.
took a stab. Very
know.
astute, Tim.
Big weird looking door under the sea. Might be why we're here. Question 2, follow up, if you will.
Sure.
It doesn't seem to be alive. Why do you need me?
Well, we
Maybe there's-
don't know.
Maybe there's something inside it.
Oh, one can hope.
Yeah, there's some treasure in there probably. Some,
Yeah, like
and
some-
some creatures nobody's ever seen for you
Oh.
to
Oh,
be able
I-
to name.
oh.
Precisely, Mr. Rafter. We
follow-up
don't know
question.
what's on the other side of the door
Follow-up
quite yet.
question.
Oh, why don't
If
you
we
just open
find-
it?
If we find creatures back there, can I name the first one? Officially?
First one, what, sir?
If we find new species of life, can I name the first one, please? As is my right as a scientist?
I
Adventurous.
don't know if that's proper nautical law, but
Does Discovery is 9/10 of the law, they say.
I say you should have a gummy.
Is she legit? I'm gonna inside her because she says we don't know what's behind here. I'm trying to read her body language because that's my specialty. To
Sure.
see if she's so that should be 2 die easy.
Sure.
Right? Yes. Oh. 7. 7.
Well, I hadn't set the DC, but I think that's not how this works. It's keep highest,
know.
remember. I don't know how you could possibly
Yeah.
get a 7.
Oh, how did I roll it? 3 and 4. 2 die. 3 and 4.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
but
right?
it's keep
So 4
highest.
is what you got.
What's that? What did I do wrong?
You got a 4.
Oh, I got a 4. Yeah. that's
Remember,
right.
it's keep highest.
Keep
Let's roll
highest.
it.
Yep, I'm on it.
It's
I
yeah,
guess-
it's more like Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
4
right.
if it's
Fine.
going to need low luck. 5 if it's risky or difficult. 6 if it's dangerous or complex.
Yeah, I just opened up the sheet now.
No
Oh,
worries.
she must be a very
4
cool
is-
cucumber.
Yes, she does seem. This is not her first,
Yeah.
day at the rodeo. We're going Western
the-
themes,
Under Kingdom.
right? She sees this thing all the time. What exactly are you trying to suss out? If
No,
she's
when she's talking to Matt Hooper here, Tim Russert.
yeah, is it? Why do I want to think that's like a sportscaster or something? Who is
Nah,
Tim Russert?
He was a famous
The news guy.
News guy.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, Tim
Yeah,
Russert.
okay, Paul. Okay, Gen Z.
Hey, don't get personal now. No reason to insult.
No, I just wanted what you said to Tim Russert that if there are creatures, I wanted to pick up like I don't think she's being totally think she's being a tad disingenuous. She must know what's behind there.
Well, I don't think she said there were creatures, did she? Did I say that?
I thought she alluded to it. Oh,
She
mistake.
said we don't know what might be behind it.
And I'm thinking they might know. Just
If they know, she doesn't know.
okay. All right. The government's not always our friend.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, this is where my stop ends.
Oh, what a travesty.
Well, good to meet you, Tina.
Good to meet you, Mr. Tim
how do we-
Russert, is it?
That's
Any
the-
relation?
No. It's just a common name in Connecticut.
That stupid asshat Michael Bolton took my name.
Yeah. Any relation to the potato?
No, but one of my uncles was a vegetable. He got hit in the head in a horrible marine biology accident.
What's the hardest part about eating a vegetable, do you?
What's that?
The wheelchair.
Oh,
Old people jokes.
Wait a minute.
Old people jokes.
aren't you a doctor to help people with that?
Well, I find humor is the best icebreaker. It brings everybody together. And since we're all joking, laughing around, I think we're going to get along swimmingly, smashingly.
Okay.
Yes.
Excuse me. She will quietly usher all 4 of you off of the elevator. After she clanked the
We're
lever
still on
back
the
up so
elevator.
that the
I
tube
thought we walked
let
off.
you guys out. Ushers you out of Willy Wonka's magical glass elevator
Get out, you
onto the
clowns.
observation deck where another
Weirdos.
another uniformed personnel will approach you guys, nod at Tina. She will nod at you 4, clank her lever, clank.
I love that.
And she disappears, whooshes down. Like the pneumatic tubes at the bank. She goes.
Thump. Thump.
Exactly. And you probably hear a soft rush of air as she departs down the tubes.
All right.
It's a funny joke they have. They go down the tubes.
Down the tubes.
Down the tubes.
Oh, I get it.
Another joke.
I think everybody
Yeah.
has a
Hey,
bit
what's
of
up?
a bronchial problem here.
I think it's maybe obvious why you all four have been summoned here, but just to make it more obvious, he turns around and points at the big door through the observation windows. That, gentlemen, is why you're here. We think we might have figured out how to open the fucking thing, and now we need somebody to go in. And you guys happen to be, he looks at his list of humans that they were able to acquire on short notice. On the list,
kidnapped?
so
There are 15 choices.
Were we actually kidnapped?
kidnapped, procured by the government, potato.
Scripted, commissioned.
Right.
Or Yukon.
Conscripted, commissioned, exactly. Sorry, potato. Should I refrain from potato jokes, Mr. Russet?
Russet or Yukon, we understand.
I've heard every single one there is. Go on.
But now we think we may have figured out how to open it.
Oh.
How do you open it?
In my head, I'm thinking very much, Stargate, the scene from Stargate, although not with the big door in the meeting room, but you guys got to introduce to it automatically or just instantly.
So you're saying this thing is an energy door?
We don't know quite yet. Clearly something is powering it. It has some lights, some various things. And our scientists have been plugging away at it now, and he points over to this bank of humans that, they're doing hacker things, movie-type hacker things, streams of text going by.
Oh, that's a cool background.
X11 windows moving around. It's a Unix-based operating system. For my Jurassic Park fans. And they think they've cracked it. Just, one slight problem. Somebody's got to go out there and type it all in.
So type it?
All right.
Well, not type. He says he's using typing as a metaphor or yeah.
Idiomatic. Okay. Why us? I mean, I know.
Did you not just hear? You were on, and he then flips through the pages, and you can see him silently count
I understand.
down a list.
We were on this.
His eyes move over and count further down. You're on the list.
I understand that, sir. But
I'm just giving the list. I don't.
So you don't know what's required of us.
I know what's required of you.
To go there and find out what's.
I need you to suit up and go out there as an exploratory unit and report back what you find.
Well, I'll do it. I'm completely confident I'll be able to knock this out of the park for you, sir.
You know we're a group, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I appreciate your hustle there, Taters.
I'm just more saying.
Did you just call me Taters?
Oh,
have you heard that one before?
That's
you
what
ever
my
heard
nanny used to call me.
That's what your nanny used to call you?
My nanny. Yes,
it's
we had a nanny. I am from a rich family. I had the nanny until I was 15
Potato
years old.
barons.
Yes, we were.
The Ohio potato barons, the Russet family.
Yes. We saved Ireland one time. It was a thing.
I think are all doomed.
We saved Ireland.
Just to be particular, Russer is not the same as Russet.
Well, no, his name is Russet.
Yeah, I know, but we've been calling him Russert too.
Yeah. Well, because you're dicks, but I'm used to that.
Well, That's what happens.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
says a name,
You
everyone
guys talk for a second.
mispronounces
I gotta
it,
get
and then
water
it's
and pee. I will be right back. I'm so sorry.
All right,
I'll be right back.
water and pee.
Gotta pee. Get water to pee again,
I hope he
probably.
doesn't have one of those weird water purification things where he pees and makes fresh water.
Mm.
he's into his bottle. It just siphons it.
It's got a certain wang to it.
It's hangy.
Punches
Alright,
a
this
certain wang.
this is going weirdly.
I had asparagus the other night. It's a little strong. You're like, wait, what?
Huh?
As you're going to drink it.
Uh,
I had to run it through the filter like twice. Still didn't get all of it. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
let's focus, Paul.
Focus. I'm focused. Should have smoked a joint. Now it'd be focused.
You're all hopped up on RPing.
Yeah, I'm hopped up on popcorn and turkey jerky.
Ooh.
Mm,
And my dog came over and sniffed the
gross.
turkey jerky and immediately fell in love with the bag. Oh, God.
Loves the bag.
Yeah, I had to give him like a whole bunch of it.
So that's one
You
thing.
had to?
I'd like
Oh,
to get a dehydrator and
oh yeah.
meat
Oh no,
slicer
I just got
and
jack
make
links.
jerky.
I too much work to do it myself. I got jack links.
I hear you. Jack Links is good.
Yeah. If there's
But
work involved, I'll go shopping for it. It's just
that's
like,
where
why
I'm.
don't you?
I'm.
Yeah,
I'll
go
be
ahead.
right
I like
back.
messing with the flavors.
Oh, okay. People are like, why don't you hunt? It's like, because I can go to the store and get steak. I don't need to be out there at 6 o'clock in the morning when the sun comes up.
Right.
Why don't you make your? Because I can go to the store and buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
For like, I make sauces and soups and stuff typically,
Oh yeah. Oh,
and freeze them up. But I
I make.
freeze them so that I can have them during the week, kind of thing, for lunch and stuff.
I always say I'm going to do that, but I end up eating the whole thing over the entire day.
So I figured out before you even start eating it, once
Yeah.
it's done cooking,
Yeah.
you put it into the containers and put it in the freezer for the stuff that you want to freeze,
Oh
and then you
really?
can do that with the other stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the way I get around it. 'Cause I'm the
Okay.
same way.
See, I let it cool down so it doesn't like mess up the stuff in the freezer, and I'm just like, oh, I'm hungry, and that tasted really good.
Yeah,
I make concoctions. I don't cook. I make concoctions. I start with a little bit of this and end up with a lot of shit that people are like, why are you putting that in there?
I don't
But
know. Let's see how it tastes.
it turns out brown, hot, and there's a lot of it.
It's the
I,
best way to describe food.
I was like, yeah, there's no
Mm.
descriptive words in there that make it sound good. It sounds like the sludge they fed like Annie and
Yeah.
Oliver.
It
He
sounds
said,
like post food.
Yeah.
it sounds like food from a guy who watches cooking shows but is too lazy to do the cooking shows and thinks he's, oh, I'm going to use some tarragon. Yeah, there it is. And smoked paprika. And what's this yellow stuff? I'll use some of that.
I got a book because like I'm horrible with
Yeah,
like knowing what spices go well with other spices and seasonings
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
So I got a book that's it's the science of seasoning of spice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just every seasoning, like every kind of spice,
Yeah.
and really like what it goes with, like its notes, and just tons of information about
Well, if
just
you
spice in general.
if you really think about it, all spices go with
Sorry about
everything
that.
until somebody figures out to use it with something. Because that's how it started all out before those
Right?
books and everything. Just somebody's like, "What's this
Oh,
taste like?"
yes.
It didn't kill us. Let's put it on this.
Yes.
But
But it
I see
doesn't
where
mean
you're
it
going.
tastes good.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'll eat it because I'm too cheap to say I'm throwing this out. The only time I ever threw something out was when I accidentally poured too much salt on it because the lid came off. And even though I scooped most of it out, it was still like, oh my god.
I was in Boy Scouts, and we were on a camp out, and they had steak, and somebody had Tabasco sauce.
Oh no.
Now, at the time, I was a put ketchup on everything kind of kid.
Me too.
I thought Tabasco sauce was similar to ketchup, and just covered my steak in Tabasco sauce.
Oh no.
First of all,
And
shame on your parents
what? Why?
for ketchup on a steak. Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't so much on the steak. Like at the time, like I dip everything in ketchup, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, put it all over the steak.
Ugh.
I ate every bite of that steak, but it hurt.
I'm sure.
But yeah, no, I ate every bite. Imagine that in the woods, and it was like the first night you're out there.
And it just doesn't hurt when you chew. It hurts like twice. Once going in, once coming out. And you're in the
Yeah,
woods.
especially in the woods. Yeah.
And then you accidentally grab the
Looking for that aloe plant real bad.
yeah, and you accidentally grab poison ivy.
Nah, I've been lucky enough that I haven't had to use
Yeah.
leaves.
Oh god.
But yeah.
I feel you, Bobby. My mother made steak well done, well salted, and it needed something on it. And she never got A1 sauce, so I had to put ketchup on it.
Yeah, A1 wasn't a real thing in my house growing up. Now, yeah, I'm putting A1 on a steak before I even come close to putting ketchup on it.
Every once in a while, I get like those guys that came back from my mom. I was like, I really need that rice dish that they serve me every day in captivity. I have to put a little bit of ketchup on the steak. But I do it in private where nobody can see me.
Ah.
Okay. I'm done.
Sergeant, what's the status? The guy barks at the hacker bros in the corner. Almost there, sir.
I'm over by the exit with my gear. I'm in my suit. Got my spear gun.
This gaggle of dorks over here tells me that they've almost cracked it.
Okay.
Oh no, he's super rude now. He's super rude now.
Okay.
Came back and he's super rude now.
I would like my gear. Has it arrived? Was it all in working order? I need it so I can do my studies. I had some specific equipment that I needed. May I have that now?
Equipment? Sir, do you know where you are?
On a fortress I never even knew was here. Apparently. So you're telling me I'm getting none of my equipment has arrived. Just wonderful.
Maybe you could just tell them what you need and they have it. I mean, look at this place.
Okay, you're gonna force Paul to make up shit that he doesn't know about me. Okay, I need my fishulator.
Your fishulator?
Yes, I need
Totally accurate.
It helps to find.
They outlawed fishulators in '76, you know.
Yeah, but we still use them in Connecticut because we're rich. Fine. Do you have my spear guns and my knives at least?
Spear guns. We have plenty of spear guns and knives around here.
I'll take at least 2 of them and 2 knives, please.
What is the environment that this door is in? And I'm assuming they're going to give us the proper clothing to.
It is still fully underwater. They didn't want to like entomb it and drain it or anything like that. They were concerned that something would happen. So they wanted to try and leave it as close to as is as possible. And if you look through the window, the big fish bowl you guys are in, outside you would see like this stretch, like these massive umbilicals of cables that snake towards the vault and are kind of hot marked all around, hooked up all around. Like someone getting those electrodes for a brain scan kind of thing. They're hooked up all across the face of this massive, what they believe to be a door.
So those are like hardwired sensors?
Yeah. Some kind of, yeah. Is that
so I'm
helpful?
going to assume that we're going to be put into deep sea suits to go out there.
Yes, potentially.
Okay, don't hesitate, Michael. It's like throw it out there in a button.
Oh, I'm not
shirt,
hesitating.
khakis.
I mean, I
Uh,
got mine.
Yeah, I don't carry one around.
Eggheads! And he looks over at him. Are you done? He's extra angry now. He's very mean now.
Can't believe I'm not gonna have fish later. Jesus.
Can't believe you told me they were banned in '86. Everybody knows they were banned in fucking with me, PJ. You completely destroy my cadence every fucking time. 1 second. I must recompose myself because PJ absolutely destroys my timing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I deal with it at the library too. Don't worry. It's fine. No, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They bark back. And not a moment later, you hear like the camera would zoom into this one dude's hand pressing the enter key. It might even just slow down to like 20 frames or something as he pushes it down, and the camera would pan back away from the hand, maybe over the dude's shoulder, looking out of the bubble, and like the lights would start to flicker, that are like poking out of it, or like, sorry, not poking out of it, glaring out of it, and certain inner rings would start to shift and move, and you would hear like a resonance, like a massive like movement happening, and it wouldn't be necessarily something you saw, although you would be seeing the door mechanically move. You can feel through the vibrations of your feet, the vibrations of the bubble that you're in, the fishbowl that you're in, that something deep inside this underwater cliff side is shifting and moving.
My goodness. Are we picking up sympathetic vibrations through the frame of this?
You are sympathetic vibrations. Great. I love that. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, sympathetic vibrations are resonating through the structure, and just as you feel like something catastrophic may happen to the building that you're in, it all kind of settles, and it settles down and fades out, and the inner rings twist and turn until a large, like 10-foot by 6-foot opening, a smaller door, presents itself at the base of this massive vault door.
Wow.
So, you guys said you needed to suit up.
Yep.
If we're
Suit
going
up,
out
we
there,
do. Sorry.
Ricky's already by the door, ready to go.
I will
He's
say
just
the one
itching.
thing that all of you are common with, you probably all of you for one reason or another have like scuba or diving experience on your dossier, whether or not it was because you picked it up on vacation in Italy one year or because you actually do it as an occupation. It's on your dossier one way or another that all of you have some experience in water, in with scuba or underwater diving experience, which may be why you found yourself on this list.
So you said you're a physicist, right? Oh, sorry, a physicist, right?
Yeah, that's me. Physicist all day long, son.
What do you make of that vibration we picked up through here? That was fascinating. I mean, we don't seem to be attached to that mountain or anything, but yet we felt it in here. What do you think?
Yeah, that vibration coming in at the frequency, and I'll name the frequency that it came in at.
Yeah, 28.34 gigahertz or something.
Yeah,
or maybe just normal hertz. I don't know.
I'm not sure what to think of it. I mean, big things move down here in the ocean deeps.
Do you think it was transmitted through the water?
Well, yes. I mean, it was transmitted outward, so it went through whatever it had to, which includes the water. Can I try to pinpoint where it was generated from, like a direction?
Sure.
If it was
I'd say
directly behind the door.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a 4. How many? It's your specialty. First, you're just doing it, so you get 1 die. 1 die of fate. 2, it's your specialty, right? Your physics. Let's pretend that seismic physics is all the same.
Oh yeah, I mean fluid dynamics.
There you go.
Water literally moved on that one. So
Yeah.
all right.
Any other for third? The third. Oh, another character.
Or some kind of advantage, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. Due to your position, preparation, or help offered by another character. 1 die from advantage and DM decides it makes sense. Okay. I don't know if someone has some way to help you, or I'm not sure if you could position or preparation. I'm not sure position would really help.
Could.
2 die. 2d6.
No, I think I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh no.
Baffled you with the
the being in the bubble in this kind of suspended observation area, it threw it off. You aren't really sure. You couldn't really pinpoint it because of the interference of being up here. Maybe if you were closer to the ground or direct on something directly attached to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get closer. Things were thrown off in here because of there's some design flaws in here that really just
design flaws.
Waver a little bit too wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Some government work.
Scientist type person.
Yeah,
we have overlap in some areas.
Lowest bidder on the contract.
Speaking of the doctor.
Yes.
And I take him aside. What do you get from these people around here? Because it seems very tense.
Well, I believe, my expertise in just reading them that, this is something altogether alien.
Yes.
I think everybody's on edge. So, and I think we were just brought here at the last minute. And go ahead. Sorry.
Do you think they're being forthright with everything that they know, or do you think they're holding back on us?
I tried to examine the body language of Tina, but I believe she's cool as a cucumber.
Yes.
Very. So,
that's the
perhaps. And perhaps I can, it's good. You're very perceptive, Mr. Russet. Perhaps I will ingratiate myself into the lesser disciplined personnel. Perhaps I can see maybe,
you might be able to get something out of them.
Yeah. Yes. Well done, son. Well done.
I'll try to distract this sergeant guy.
Oh, I think you'll be good at that. Thank you.
Oh, the one of the eggheads?
Yeah,
I'm scientists?
Gonna meander over, just listen to kind of read them as they banter back and forth.
And I'll ply the sergeant with inane questions just to keep him and picking up on what he's trying to do.
3 dice because of the distraction caused by one
Mr. Potato
Tim Russet.
5, 1, and 3.
5, 1. Although you don't pick up anything, what you do pick up is what you do see is one of the monitors, and they kind of you can see one of the side monitors, and clearly seems like they're tracking something on the other side of the vault, the structure. Like there's these little red blips kind of moving around inside, and there's kind of this 3D. Occasionally it'll just twist and show like a 3D. You can see, you can't get too much detail, but you can see that they've definitely done like seismic mappings and shows that there's a greater structure under here. They don't know what's in it. They can't penetrate it, but you can definitely see that they know that there's a much greater structure involved here.
And they haven't relayed that to us at all.
No.
No, right? They haven't said it. Okay.
Thank you.
That's all I can glean.
You come back and tell me.
Is there anything else you're trying to get out of it?
No, I just figured there's any talk between them and try to make myself as unobtrusive as possible.
I see. Okay.
And if
You
nothing,
did. Go ahead.
no, if I don't get anything, if they don't say, "Oh my God, it's portal to the 9 hells" or something, then I'll go back to.
I see why I see what.
Yeah, I'll go back to if Tim is still engaging the sergeant. I'm not going to
Keep an
go.
eye on you.
Okay.
So when I know you're ready to come over, I'll disengage from him
Okay.
and obtrusively meet you over to talk clandestinely.
Yeah, and then I'll try to get Lovejoy and Rick
Rafter.
Ricky
Rafter,
Rafter.
Ricky Rafter,
Rafter.
and Mr. Lovejoy. I used to watch you on A&E, the reruns. Fabulous show. And try to like come this way, like hello, yes.
Yeah, I'll pick up on it and walk over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll walk over.
yeah. Just like, oh, so gentlemen, are we excited? And then I will just whisper to them, "Oh, this is what I cleaned over at the monitors with the eggheads." And I'll tell them what I saw. I don't know.
My eyes get bigger and wider the more you
Yeah.
start telling us about things moving on the other side.
Yeah, it's very.
And I looked at Rick Rafter and was like,
Rick Rafter.
"You
Love
want to
that
go
name.
over there now?"
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
ask
go.
Mr. Lovejoy. Like, what do you make of that?
Dr. Lovejoy, but you
Oh.
can call me Chance.
Sorry, forgive me. I didn't mean to be so forward. Yes, Dr. Lovejoy.
What was it you asked? I got caught up in myself.
Oh, I can see that being so. Somebody pompous like you is probably amused by his own flatulence. No, like I said, well, what do you make
You
of that?
know it, baby.
You know it. I'm so smart.
I love the smell of his own brand.
Pathy.
So I just quick as Rafter and Russet are talking. I'll ask Dr. Lovejoy. What do you make of that? Being a physicist, what do you think? What is your expertise on that?
On the physics of it?
Well, yeah. Like, what could cause that? Like, like you're a physicist. Like, what physical? How would that be? How would that manifest itself like that?
Well,
I
it
don't know.
seems to be something they're tracking in there. Something that is can travel in 3 dimensions. Is that true? Up, down, left, right.
It seemed to be, yeah.
So they're flying.
I don't know.
Do you think they could have sent in drones already, and that's what we're seeing?
Nah, it seems like they just unlocked it though.
They did just unlock it.
You said
Do we know they just unlocked it?
he described what the
Maybe
screens
they
look like to me, right?
locked it back up.
He described what you described what the screens look like to me, right?
Yes, as best I could.
Being a marine biologist, that would probably sound to me more like they were using some sort of sonar.
I actually really like what you just said, Doug. I really like the paranoia in that statement, actually. And they have not indicated to you one way or another. That is a correct assessment. They have not indicated to you one way or another if this is the first time they have opened it.
Yeah, they lock it up after each team disappears, and we're like the 13th.
Yeah, we're like
That's
the
why
B
we're
team.
so low on the list.
Yeah. They'd be like,
I'm gonna need another Timmy.
Whatever it is, I think we need to get a better look. We need to get in there now, pronto.
Should we ask a question? Should we ask them the question that's burning in all of our minds right now? Are we the first to go
No,
there? Well, no.
Nah, they're not
it
gonna
doesn't
tell us.
matter. I mean, we're gonna go anyway, right? I am.
Yeah.
Is anybody taking weapons besides?
I got my spear gun and knife.
I don't think we need weapons for anything.
Like, do you think so? You're saying they're flying in there. What makes you think that there's not water and they're swimming around in there?
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Could be.
Maybe
I
it's
didn't see them myself, so
Yeah.
maybe it's space.
space vampires.
Maybe it's a vacuum in there.
Yeah, I don't
Aquatic
know.
space vampires.
Yes. Good thing
Oh,
I'm
vacuum.
proficient in the Colonial Marines pulse rifle. I have.
I don't know. I
Um,
really want to get in there. Let's get in there.
I have my
Let's get in there.
I have
Yes.
my spear gun with
Are
on
they?
my back. I have like a quiver of bolts, and
I have two that
I make sure it's
I
filled.
just love the cinematic hubris of you walking around with a spear gun on your back. Like, there's always that one character
ready
in
to
movies
die.
like this who are just armed for
Addicted
no
to
particular
adrenaline.
reason.
100% pure adrenaline, Rick Red.
Oh no, he goes anytime he goes into the water in the deep. He's got a spear gun with him.
Even
Absolutely.
in his pool.
You gotta
I
be able
just
to
mean,
protect
given the
yourself, though.
circumstance, you have no reason to just walk around with.
Even in his
He's
little
in a
wading pool.
wetsuit too. He is ready to go in the water. I said he was standing by the
You-
door ready to go.
I like
was
so
screwed.
wetsuit is his casual clothing.
It's like
Just his
regular,
walking
yeah.
around fit.
Your guns work in the air too.
You want me in that water. You need me in that water.
When I'm out there swimming the wall.
If you looked
Oh,
over,
man.
he had probably at some point was sitting there trying to get the door open by himself so he could go out into the water already.
Because you know there's
Um,
something good on the other side of
there's
that
some
door.
good-
Somebody's
There's some
gonna.
good spear
Treasure on
gunning
the other
out
side of
yonder.
that door.
You're like the redneck of the undersea. There's some good
Yes.
spear gunning out yonder.
That's
He wants that
eating.
treasure. He wants that
Treasure
gold.
too. Treasure.
Okay, let's go get suited up and.
Can I ask a question though? For all you gentlemen are so eager to suit up and go outside, I applaud your vigor. Are we going with an escort, Sergeant Holka?
I don't think so. I think it's just us.
He's
Yeah,
our
our
big
escort is
toe.
the other three.
He's
Yeah,
our big toe.
I think we are just not us, right? There'll be a platoon. I think that's what you call it, Sergeant.
What did you call him,
Squad?
Sergeant? What? Holka?
Holka. Yeah, I don't know his name.
He's our big toe.
He's
That
our
works
big
for
toe,
me,
yeah.
Sergeant Holka.
Lighten up, Francis.
Right.
All right. Lighten up, Francis.
I don't love that movie.
Let's say you
Good
actually do get an entourage of two
Sea Marine.
two militaries, two soldiers.
No,
Deals.
Although they are seemingly part of a branch of the military you aren't familiar with.
Space Force.
Something like that.
Underwater Space Force.
It's
Water
deep
force.
sea.
What is
Sea Force.
the submariners?
G-Force.
What was it? What was it called? The one
Submarine.
Sequest.
Sequest was
Sequest.
Part of
Sequest
Sequest.
DSV.
I was
Sequest
hoping
D-
for Underwater G-Force.
Underwater G-Force.
7 Zark 7 is helping us. That's all you Gen Xers out there.
What's seven? Jark, what's seven? What is it? Seven Zark 7?
Yeah,
Those are
it
seven,
was the
yeah.
Americanized from G-Force.
G-Force.
He was underwater on the planet Neptune or something. He was underwater headquarters, helping them out.
Yeah.
G-Force. What the fuck was G-Force? What is that?
Battle of the Planets.
Yeah, Battle of the Planets. It was a great anime from 1970.
Yes, Dr. Hardy, you will be escorted by 2 qualified Marines.
Oh, I'm so that really makes me very happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lieutenant. He don't know what their fucking ranks are.
I don't either. That's a real problem.
No, I
so-
just Sergeant Major. Thank you, Sergeant Major.
I'm over with the alliterative member of our group, and I'm waiting to get suited up.
He's like, suit me up.
And
All right.
I'm talking to him probably about all the discoveries we're going to make, and he's probably talking to me about all the gold he's going to get.
Yeah.
All the gold we're finding, all the cool things we're gonna find that we can sell.
Yeah, all the weird fish and mammals and
Yeah, there's got to be like just
Mm.
crazy equipment in there.
oh, probably. I
Gold,
mean,
like gold coins and stuff. Yeah, like,
Gold coins.
You 4 are greeted once again by Tina.
Oh, we have a game master.
Tina at the elevator, holding her lever. Did you boys get
Tina.
a Did you boys get a good show? I don't know. She's a little British now, I guess.
Yes.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Pretty cool.
Excellent.
now?
Well, let me take you down to the what would it be called? The moon
embarkation?
pool. Let me take you to the moon pool, and you can get on your way.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I think mentally we're all in a good place. So you gentlemen are well suited for this. I think we're. gonna
Your
be fine.
escort is there now,
Oh.
and so she pulls the lever. You know, whoosh, whoosh, pneumatic. You stop
I
at the
always
base
wanted
of
to
the
feel what an interoffice memo felt like.
the major structure, and she escorts you to the moon pool. If you're not familiar with that, what I mean by that, I'm using a term I learned entirely from the movie The Abyss. So if it's made up, I'm sorry.
The water hole in the floor.
Yeah, basically a watery hole in the floor where the ocean pressure meets the pressure of the vessel, the station.
Pestle and a pestle.
Station, that's the word I'm looking for. Your two escorts will be, I don't know, what's a low rank?
Sergeant.
Corporal.
Corporal.
Corporal and a sergeant.
Nah, probably two privates and a corporal, maybe. Private corporal, lance corporal, private first class.
How about sergeant? Corporal.
Sergeant, corporal, no man.
Corporal Tinsdale.
Corporal Tinsdale.
His last name is Sergeant.
Corporal Major. No, Corporal.
My pencil.
And the private is John Major, Private Major.
How about Corporal Iglesias?
Is he fluffy?
He's fluffy.
Is he fluffy? No, these are two very muscular individuals, very fit. You can see, the ripples in their wetsuits in all the ripply appropriate places.
Yeah. I thought that I knew my sexuality, but now I'm questioning it.
Tim is Tim is appreciative of the site.
Oh.
Let us throw caution to the winds.
When you're stranded in a research
What happens at the bottom of the ocean stays at the bottom of the ocean.
When you're stranded in a research facility for 9 months, anything is good.
You all are fitted into these fairly cumbersome suits that are heavily insulated because of the cold conditions down here. The only reason the water isn't frozen is because of the compression. So, or because of the pressure, rather. So, I can't.
That was good. Very, very good.
For our listeners, PJ wrote, much like the ocean, sexuality is fluid down here.
Bravo.
Oh my God.
What happens in deep base midnight stays in deep base midnight.
Deep Base Midnight. That's the name of it now. Deep Base Midnight.
That's actually a really cool name, man.
I like deep, sexy bass midnight.
Well, that's the nickname of it.
That's a nickname, yeah. Deep, sexy
Base.
How the crew knows it.
Yeah, the crew's like, yeah, I'm on a long
Party.
term. I don't know.
There's lots of tight. There's lots of tight tank tops.
Yes.
Crop
a lot
tops.
of wet type tank tops.
Yep.
And half shirts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gets a little humid and sweaty, so
Yeah, it's
What
Oh.
the fuck is happening?
oh no, the air conditioning's on the fritz again. Damn it. We better strip down.
time to take our pants off.
Down to
so
our
sweaty.
skivvies.
Oh my god.
And
Like
you know, we
All right,
Enterprise
let's not
where
play
they'd
that
make them decontaminate with the decontamination gel when every time they do
Yeah.
a fucking
well,
away. It
we
was
Oh,
so
also
yeah.
put a lot
stupid.
of Vaseline
And like
get
to Paul and
everything
what's her face to Paul and the other dude, they'd be like scraping
Yeah.
it off each other.
Yeah, that's totally germane to the plot, man. 'cause,
Yeah,
There you
very
go.
germane to the plot.
You always got to do
alien
that with a
microbes.
buddy.
Yeah,
Roll for seduction.
it's
So
it's-
during this this piece of cinematography, the camera would do a little what I believe they refer in the business as fan service by
Yes.
by maybe showing off a little bit of the bodices of our lead actors, our handsome, silver-haired psychologists and
Mhm.
our
Silver Fox.
bristling
Right.
with muscles salvage expert or deep sea
Rick Rafter.
Rick Rafter, starring Rick Rafter.
Rafter.
Biceps.
Yeah, a
We
short
got-
little
Right,
montage with
Well,
We
Sure,
gotta play
little-
some 80s
Go
music
ahead.
with that Rick Rafter.
yeah some
Yeah.
hair metal or something
Yeah,
as
little
it
Stevie.
scans over as you guys pull on those hefty suits with your bristling muscles.
Wow, wow,
Getting locked in. Tina's there spinning knobs as she locks you guys down into your pressurized suits.
Tight neoprene suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Every once in a while, we get reason to give a smoldering look straight into the
Yeah.
camera.
Wow, 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 wow. Little Mike Post music.
so Michael, are you going to kill us sooner rather than later?
Oh, you will all die very soon, and we'll be done at 8:37.
And the
Done.
Leviathan ate you. I'm sorry. Have a good night, guys.
The old god wakes up and eats you all. Good night.
Good night.
Well, now.
Oh, did I tell you on the Mariana Trench or whatever it is, the Mariana Trench?
Very honest.
So there's
Thank you.
there's this short
The Marinara
Scene.
Trench. That's in Italy.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's a big trench.
We have the bigger peoples in a trench.
Oh my god.
I'm
The
so sorry.
Marinara Trench. That's where we went tonight, the Marinara Trench.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You're fine.
I love when I laugh at my own jokes.
Now that's a trench.
Oh, that's a big trench.
That's the one is face to Marinara Trench.
Very honest. Very honest.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, viewers, listeners,
Thank you for
and
staying with us.
gawkers extraordinaire.
Cultural
I li-
stereotypes we enforce here.
I like the confidence that they're still with us.
They are. 'Cause
I
they're
know,
like,
right?
These guys are not only talented RPs, but funny as hell.
Yes.
Anthropologists from the year 29.
In the year 29.
Be kind, please.
Yes. You know how they were back then. Morons.
Salt to the earth.
On and off.
All right, let's go. And action.
So the camera will spin between all four of you, and there'll be a moment where you smack each other's helmets to make sure they're on right. Everybody, shakes each other's helmets to make sure
Little
everything's
headbutt.
clamped good.
Boom.
And then all six of you four plus your two Marine entourage, step onto
Hicks,
this.
Fix your camera.
Step onto this basically little lift elevator, and it lowers all six of you down, submerging you slowly into the ice cold water of the did I say Antarctic at the beginning? Antarctic.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So there we go. I'll write that down just so I don't forget.
Can always count on you, Paul. Oh,
Just bunk into the wall.
front
And
the helmet. Yeah.
Yep.
Leaving you 4 or 6 rather on the ocean floor. And you know, when I kind of picked on you there, Tim, you do. There is a heavy bit of like silt, I guess. I wanted to say dust, but silt. Ocean silt.
Sea silt.
Sea silt.
Sea silt. Like space. Space.
Space silt. Sea silt.
Sea silt. Yeah.
Accumulation here on the ocean floor. And as you trudge through it, you can now, as you get a closer look, see what looks like somebody may have walked here before.
Mm.
Like you aren't the first people to put
Well,
prints in this silt, this sea silt.
yeah, somebody had to walk out here to put the cables up, so
That's true.
up to
That's
the
true.
door, yeah.
So I guess you brush it
No,
off
it's
then.
just, yeah, it's fine.
Yes, I'm no.
Is there any foot leading up to the door? Over.
I'm just gonna
Say
go ahead
what?
and get up to the
Yeah.
door.
What did
I'm going
PJ
up to
say?
the door, yeah.
Do I see any footprints that were leading up to the door as we approach it?
You're a marine biologist, right? Roll 2d6.
2d6. Okay. Let's get into here. The first one is 1, and the second one is a 4.
A 1 and a 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take the 4.
It seems like there does seem to be prints leading straight up to where you guys would consider where the doorway stands. The 6 foot by 10 foot opening.
Hey guys, somebody has been up to this door before. Just letting you know.
How do you tell that? Do you tell
hello?
that like on your open comms?
Yeah, I'll do it on open comms because at this point I don't think they're being nefarious. I think they're just being governmental and need to know.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you wouldn't consider it lying through a mission? Just need to
No,
know.
It is, but
No, I would think that
I
this
like
is
the
mission
need to
as part
know
of
though.
the observation part of the mission where it needs to be on record what we're doing. That's my character's take on it.
Mm-hmm.
If I find anything
I'm
like nefarious, then that might be different.
I'm gonna turn to the 2 military guys and say, "Yo, who's been out here? Like, someone's been walking around. Do you know who that is?" I didn't mean to do that in like some weird Brooklyn thing.
Kind
Do
of like
you know
a
who that is?
Jeff Spicoli, John Travolta.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who is out here?
Oh.
Directly addressing them.
They you would hear over the comms this, and then they kind of look at each other. You see them, look towards each other, and then maybe slowly turn around to look at you in the face now. And they very somberly tell you, we will be the 3rd team to go in.
No.
go in?
I see.
That's
So-
actually what they said is go in.
Yes.
Wait a second. Where are those other 2 teams?
so
Oh, I seem to
saying
hear
is
the
we'll be the first
bravado.
ones to come out.
I'm out.
That's my overconfidence.
Oh.
Where are the other 2 teams? No, seriously, dude. Where are the other 2 teams?
Ah.
I'm betting they didn't come out.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
That-
of
that
course
would be
they came
obvious.
out. They're probably like had to go decompress or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
As he's walking towards the
Yeah.
he actually might even he's got one of those the diving speed motor that basically propels you through the water. Like he's
I'm
got
sure.
high
Little
tech
water
like,
buggy thing.
Yeah.
Say some Thunderball music.
Wait for us.
No, I
He's
put
just
the
going up,
camera.
he'll go up to the door.
Right, I kind of put all of you kind of at this massive door, 10-foot by 4-foot entrance, and you see it. It seems kind of somewhat cylindrical in nature, kind of curving in and then around. It has a center seal, a bifurcation.
Okay.
And to answer your question, when you make it Chance Lovejoy, they just kind of just gesture towards the door itself to answer your question. They don't say anything per se. They just gesture
all
towards
right. We'll check the door out.
They did not come out.
Yeah.
They're saying to us.
I'm sure they did. These guys are just keeping things quiet because they're probably not supposed to talk about it.
Oh, I love your.
I'm sure everything is need to know down here. So
Yes, I'm
let's just
very-
go in, see what's going on, see what we got. Maybe there's something cool in there.
Oh,
I
there's
agree.
definitely some
Doctor.
cool stuff in there.
Yeah, you should go first, sir.
All right.
Okay.
I'm already at the door. Like turn back.
I'm
like,
right
looking
behind
for
him
you,
if I can't get ahead of him.
I'm
He's
gonna
much
try to
stronger
look
than I am, so he can push me all the way, though. So
I'm doing the flight attendant, looking for the available exits in case something goes wrong. Because I believe this bravado is masquerading intelligence. But okay,
Well, I
lack of intelligence. They
take
did not
out
come
my
out.
flashlight. I take my flashlight out and I start looking to see if I can see into the door. Can I see into the door?
No. And in fact, a crackle comes over your comms. All right. The eggheads are going to open it for you now.
Oh,
Oh, I thought they had already opened it.
that's why
Not
it's
yet.
been closed. Science is amazing, isn't it?
And on cue.
Wait, is it a door within a door?
Yeah, it's a door within a door.
Oh, okay.
A door within a door within a door?
Well, you don't know, do you?
It's a Russian door.
Oh, okay.
It's a Russian Matryoshka door.
Yeah.
Russian door.
Let's do this.
And just moments later, this quieter rumble, but you probably feel it more in your bones this time. Because again, your physicist now actually has his feet on the ground, so to speak. It opens up slowly, but you're like, revealing a dark, empty space inside.
Flashlights.
Yeah,
Do the flashlights do anything now?
You kind of see inside, and it is a very smooth interior, like, and it comes off shiny ebony black, like very reflective black.
Okay.
What is this thing made of? What does it seem like?
Are you trying to like check it out? You trying to like literally
Yeah.
investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I can.
Sure. Roll 2d6. It's a 5 difficulty because you're kind of in a very strange situation, dealing with strange materials.
And drop. I'm really out of practice rolling dice. I dropped one off the table. 5. I got a 5 and a 3.
Perfect. As you examine closer, you look at it. You can kind of see through it almost, and inside there's this very honeycomb lattice structure underneath. And sorry, did you say put the light out?
No, it's a honeycomb hideout.
Honeycomb hideout.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Corporal Tinsdale comes
small.
over to you, Dr. Lovejoy, and puts his head next to it. We examined the door for a whole week before they put what's the words? Before they sent in the first team. It's some kind of honeycomb glass lattice. They have no idea how it was constructed.
Oh wow. Okay. This is some like super graphene shit. Okay. Cool. We got some weird materials, people. Weird materials.
Weird
Awesome.
materials.
I got some tasty honeycomb lattice here, bros.
I'll start moving inside if
Yeah,
Ricky
I'm-
is not pushing me aside to do it.
Oh, Ricky is as soon as everybody's ready to go, he's going.
I'm
Like,
assuming me and Ricky went to go in at the same time and like got stuck.
Ka-turn.
yeah, but Ricky kind of like moved his
Mushed me
shoulder
out of the
just
way.
enough to kind of yeah.
Yeah. I'm the alpha.
I want this moment to be really weird. Okay. You guys enter the
It is.
center.
It is very weird.
We can make it weirder.
I can make it
Perfect.
weird.
You guys enter the center of the kind of bubble door thing that I'm imagining. And the corporals stand there with you, and the camera shot would kind of zoom out, showing all of you, the center, and then the doors would close all the way around you. There'd be this, rumbling noise, and then suddenly all of you start to feel like liquid changing, or rather not changing. Actually, let's do it this way. You would feel suddenly all of the liquid salt water removed from the door, rapidly being discharged, and then you would suddenly feel something far more viscous fill the space.
Oh.
And then the doors in the opposite side would open up, and although it's murky, there would be some kind of bioluminescent light giving off like green and blue, very dim, subdued lights reflecting off this very strange ebony glass. I imagine it like a smoked glass, right? Only underneath is this very intricate lattice honeycomb texture, and it kind of shimmers all around. And you're looking through this. I want to say it's like, how can I put this? It's not jelly. You're not moving through like jam like that, but it does have a higher viscosity, if that makes sense.
Like
In my head, I'm
KY
envisioning
jelly?
a lot of like Reverse Abyss, right? When he,
That's what I was thinking, like a baby oil or
yeah, that'll work, like a mineral oil or a baby oil or something like
mineral
that.
oil.
Yeah,
Like that fluid that they inhaled.
Holy
yeah.
shit, we're in P. Diddy's crib.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
Not only is he classic, he's topical.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I feel sexy and scared at the same time.
So it looks like
How
we're in
that-
some sort of viscous material here.
Is it interacting with our suits? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Paul, but
Oh, it's okay. I was just going to say, it reminds me of mucus, like the mucus certain eels give off.
oh, that was... What do you think this will do to our suits? I'm a little...
Well, I would, I would think it'd be highly conductive, probably. And there's bioluminescence going around, probably from sort of growth. So there's definitely growth that can live in here. But in here, what? That's what I don't know. What is this stuff we're in?
I'm not confident in the least.
Did any of the science guys like? Oh, I'll ask the marine guys over the
Good idea.
thing.
Calm, yeah.
If
That's right.
They analyzed this jelly.
Yeah.
They respond. I'm gonna put this. Trying to get their headspace. Their headspace is they don't know. Ultimately, nobody's ever come from the other side. They don't know.
Nobody's ever come back.
Nobody's come
contact-
back.
I immediately try to make contact via radio with home base, moon base, home base, moon.
You
whatever
you
we're
get
calling it.
nothing.
Guys, don't panic, but we seem to be cut off from contact with the outside.
Oh.
I mean that's not too surprising.
The
That-
corporal turns
depending on what
around
the
and says,
door is.
"We knew that was gonna happen. We didn't know anything about this jelly, but we knew we were gonna lose comms. Sorry, if we tell people ahead of time, it usually creates a big problem." And
I can see that. Chance, Chance, do you think this liquid might have anything to do with interfering with our comms?
That's okay, right?
Could I figure that out? If this liquid could be interfering, or if there's some other form of interference?
no, I like this. I like this hypothesis. Sure, I think you being a physicist would know like wave dynamics and fluid dynamics and how waves move through fluids and
Yep.
how this viscous fluid may affect comms. So yeah, I think another DC5 to try and maybe tinker with the comms and figure out what may be going on.
Oh, I got a cocked one. Oh, cocked again because I have big slats in my table here.
Nice.
Jesus
Ooh, a
Christ.
cocked one.
Finally a 6. I got a 6 and a 2.
Oh, finally a 6? That's how you announce it?
You're right. That's good. No, I have this is like a picnic table. It's a picnic table, and I kept throwing it into the big grooves that separate the 3 boards.
Nice. He's found a loophole for
But I'll stand
rerolls,
by my
boys.
6. Yep. Just put divots in your table.
Doug is the big cheater of the group.
Yeah, or I don't know how to roll dice anymore.
Keep
I was throwing it in there.
telling him that, Doug. We'll believe it.
You go to your comm panel, right? You start beep booping
Mhm.
on your comms panel. You're like, that's the math meme. As you're doing calculations. And you're like, fraction wave at 2.83679 gigahertz. And you instantly hear the chatter. Team 4 is out of comms. Now we wait. Which is
Is that the Marines?
you now hear Chance the home base. You have
We're not out of comm range. We fixed that problem.
How?
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, everybody, change your radios to frequency blah blah blah.
yeah, you calculated the diffraction that you needed, that it was causing the waves to be malformed, so you're able to properly figure out the whamadoodles.
Now they get to hear us
You
scream.
fix the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Oh,
I think the next order of business is, can we exit from where we are right now?
Sure, we just
Before we
turn
Ask
around
them
and
if they
back
can
out.
reopen the door.
Did they close the door?
It closed when we came in,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
yeah. I'm
like
not
an
leaving it
airlock
open.
system. Did you guys grab a sample of this stuff before it gets sucked out and water
Well,
gets
it's all
pulled
over
in?
us. So I grabbed a sample because I'm a marine biologist. I would have done that.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. Do you guys re-enter the hatch effectively?
No, because that's
Well, I'm
not yet.
It's not that I want to leave the place. I just want to see if we can leave the place.
Go ahead. I'll stay here. You guys go ahead.
Well, really, we just need one of us. How about the corporal?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a scientist, we need a control group, and we should.
So we're
be
gonna
in
send
control.
an NPC.
Yeah,
I can just take it.
but we might need you later if
He's
something
trying to
happens.
volunteer Corporal Iglesias or Corporal Tinsdale
Oh, I got you.
to
You think you're
be the
gonna
guinea
die.
pig
They
to
don't,
send
they don't
back.
have last names.
They do have red dive suits on.
Yeah.
Red dive suits.
Sergeant, can you order the corporal to try and exit this area just to see if we can?
Have him take this with him.
Yeah, the sample.
Excuse me? ET4, is that you? ET4? Excursion team?
Yes. Moon Home Base Alpha, is this you?
No, it's
Over?
Deep
Sexy
Base
Deep.
Midnight.
Sexy deep. Big, deep, hard.
Big
Sexy
deep hole in
alpha.
the.
Big.
Not that I was gonna monetize anyway, but
Oh, this will bring the cheddar
Yeah, the
the
cheddar.
yeah.
to the channel. Cheddar to the channel, as the hip kids say.
Go
Usually
ahead
got to
and
pay
Moon Home
$3.99 a
Base
minute for
Alpha.
this kind of action.
There's a market for this.
Yes. The Dorkalingus.
Yeah, sadly, all 4 people are sitting here.
Right, Dorkalingus!
We are the future.
So anyway, Corporal Iglesias steps back into. He types in the code and steps back into the hatch area. You guys step into a kind of hallway. More of this, this honeycomb lattice, ebony lattice, hallway that you guys have now stepped into, and you call over comms to activate the door. And everything explodes. No, it seems to work perfectly fine. It takes a second for Corporal Iglesias to retune his comms because of the moving back and forth. But he reports back that what he experienced happened in reverse, effectively.
Mhm.
And he's alive.
And he is alive.
That's good.
Oh, good. No problem then.
Okay, so it's not that they can't get out, it's that they weren't able to get out for some other reason. Probably
Well,
exploring still.
did we have to have them open it? Or did him walking in there opened it?
Say that again?
Did we have to have the other side open the door? Or did him just walking into the
You guys requested
area?
comms.
Okay,
Or
that's
you
what-
over comms to activate the door, and they...
So the reason they weren't able to come back before is because they didn't adjust their comms.
They didn't know.
Rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't know to open the door again.
Okay.
Correct.
So
Okay.
Sergeant, did the other teams that went in, did they have the same comm channels as we do?
Say that again?
Sergeant, the other 2 teams that went in, they were under the same comm channels as we were, or were they on different channels?
Previous 3 teams were all military personnel, sir. I do not think that they would have taken this approach.
Okay, do you have the military channels they were on? Can you try and contact them now for us to see if they're in here?
Still
That's a great
alive.
question. So what you're trying to do? Okay.
I'm assuming
He
that-
hurriedly. No, I know exactly what you're asking.
Okay.
He hurriedly. He's like, oh, he has that kind of epiphany moment because he's figuring out what you're saying, and he dials in one of the other teams. And he just like shakes his head, dials in the next team's comm code, shakes his head, and dials in the third. When he like looks up, let's think of another corporal's name. Corporal Harris. That's weird. Harris comms is open, but I don't hear anything. He reports back to you.
So they're within comms range, and they're not being and at least Harris isn't being
I'm not telling you anything about Harris. I'm telling you that his comms is open, but
we can deduce
that
that.
Corporal
Think that.
Tinsdale doesn't hear anything coming back over the comms.
Well, we can deduce that he's within comms range, and we can deduce that nothing's blocking his signal.
Yes.
Why he's not
Or his
responding?
comms are in comms range.
Yes, his comms are in comms range. As I would assume that if he's not in his suit, then he is no longer among us. Or if he is in his suit, there could be one of two possibilities. He can either be unconscious or he could have passed. Is there any
Or
way? Go ahead.
there's a reason, or there's something that is tracking him and he's hiding and doesn't want to.
That's another. That's good. I didn't think of that. See. Can we triangulate his position?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Go ahead and try. You said that sexfully.
Deep Sea Base 6. While you're having this conversation, I saw one of these ages ago on a YouTube video. It's like a weird binaural audio thing. Anyway, and I had to put it in a game, and one of these comes whizzing by at high speed. This kind of crystalline jellyfish.
Ooh.
I
Look at that! Look at that!
immediately forget what I'm talking about, and I start. Man, this would be a great time to have a fish-a-later.
Those words have never been truer.
Did we all saw that, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you all would have. And it would have given it off its own like bio, like luminescent aura as well. You would have definitely seen
How
like
big was
this. I want to say the size of a basketball.
I start following it
Okay.
immediately without even thinking.
I grab his suit
What?
and keep him from going too far away from us.
I turn around, but the thing I got it's a new species. I gotta study it.
Yep.
As
We'll
you hold
find
him
more.
back, Ricky Rafter, as you hold him by his suit, keeping him, away, the jellyfish spins around, and you can see it kind of latch onto the top of Corporal Tinsdale's helmet, and you hear this awful scraping noise come over the comms as you now see it shred. It begins to the crystals begin to tear and shred and rip in to the
I
helmet.
shoot it with the spear.
I start backing up.
I raise my spear and shoot it.
2d6 as you pull the spear gun from behind your back and let loose.
Oh yeah, I got a 6.
6, perfect.
And a 3.
Though you are too late to save Corporal Tinsdale, you do. It hits the side of the structure, and it doesn't penetrate into the wall of this underwater superstructure, but it does the inner light of the crystalline jellyfish kind of fades away, and it falls apart like flakes of like glass snow, and kind of reincorporates into the fluid around you.
I'm assuming our suits have
Excuse me.
the ability to record video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started, I'm recording all this, and I'm assuming also that when we're talking, we have some sort of recorder capability.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
voices. I started like dictating into this thing every moment of this and every detail I could figure out and see of this shit. And I'm just like, I've never seen a jellyfish attack anybody and shred somebody's helmet. I've never seen any jellyfish when they usually die. They don't reincorporate into the liquid. This is fascinating. I shall name him Sparkly.
Do we hear you say you shall name him Sparkly?
Probably because I'm so excited. I wouldn't went to
Okay.
a private channel.
You hear Richie just start laughing.
I'm gonna say Tim Russell has joined the circus. Whatever, like
do I hear you say that?
no, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Corporal Iglesias. Is he dying? Like, what happened? Like, he just is. How is he? And I'm gonna go to him because that would be Dr. Hartley's. Like, even though he's not an MD, but concerned about the welfare of people, he's gonna.
Just for the cinematography of it, as you approach Dr. Hartley, my bad.
It's okay.
As you approach Dr. Hartley, you can see panicked eyes through the glass of his suit as he looks at you, like his cold sweat beating down his face, and you see the camera will pan to your sight, and you'll see these cracks begin to build and it in that instance his helmet will cave in on itself. Clearly this viscous fluid is still under pressure down here.
Fascinating.
Okay, Mr. Spock, hang on. So
that doesn't make any sense.
Do you understand what we just saw? A jellyfish
No.
doesn't have any hard appendages.
Just throw a man's head implode.
Jellyfish hunt by stinging and absorbing their food. They don't really have anything that can cut through glass that's meant to be pressurized and protect it from the depths.
Then I don't think that was a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm most certain it was a jellyfish, but a new species we've never seen before.
I just saw it.
Sparkless cutitus.
Sparticulus
disintegratus.
Cuticus. Disintegratus. There you go.
Yeah, whatever cutting is in Latin.
Yeah, that's right. I love it.
You're gonna scavenge Iglesias.
Yeah, I'm
things.
scared now. This poor guy died in front of me.
I walk over and I start seeing if there's any remains of the jellyfish on it.
I got Tim Rustert going fast.
What's going on down there? You hear
Rick Rafter like,
Sergeant over comms.
This guy's face, his head caved in.
Amazing things just happened.
We just lost vitals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did the corporal.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
The corporal was attacked by a jellyfish of all things.
The tact on this kid.
So yeah, I do scavenge it because he's now in survival mode. Dr. Hartley, he knows,
Do you relay back what just happened?
Yes, I will.
What's the other Marine doing?
He's on the other side. Do you want him to
went out. He
return?
never came back. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
How about for the timeliness, cinematic timeliness? He rejoins you. The door opens behind you guys right after the caving in of the helmet of Tinsdale, Corporal Tinsdale.
Luckily, he didn't hear it happen.
Oh, Tinsdale, yeah. Sorry, not Iglesias. Tinsdale.
Kind of push his body over into a corner and hope he doesn't see it.
I'm looking at him. The fluid, did it crush his head?
Yes, it imploded his helmet, crushing it in his head.
Samples of the destroyed flesh mixed with the liquids for later to see if anything changed about the physiology of the person.
I like where you're going with that. I think I like where you're going.
Are there any other glowing creatures anywhere in sight? Don't laugh before you answer questions like that, sir.
Yes, there's more.
No, you don't see anything yet.
Yet. What you don't see.
We'll kill you.
When the sergeant is asking you guys what's going on, in the background you hear one of the eggheads start going off. They're clustering.
I start looking around.
In a direct reference to the dots you saw
Yeah.
on the screens earlier.
Are they
Where are they
clustering
clustering?
near us?
Do we see a cluster?
It's a clusterfuck.
Say that again. There are about 3 different voices going at the same time.
I guess we're just all trying to be aware of where they're clustering if we can see them.
Yeah.
You can't see them. Let me think how I want to phrase. I know what I want to tell you guys. I'm just trying to think of the words that the sergeant would use. Sorry, go ahead.
I was trying to ask the eggheads where they're clustering when I heard that. I was trying to figure out.
Like this cracked. I don't know why I'm treating my kin, nerds and dorks, this way tonight, but I'm envisioning the Poindexter cliche, the black rim glasses that I literally wear. Sergeant, just fucking talk. Just tell him. We've been tracking multiple entities, objects. We weren't sure what they were until, well, as you may imagine, very recently. Anyway, they seem to be converging about, let's go, 130 meters deeper into the structure. For lack of a better term, they seem to be mustering or collecting there. It's behavior we've never observed.
They've never clustered before, or they've never clustered in this location before.
They've never clustered like this before.
Okay.
Prior, they were just kind of free roaming.
Did that clustering start just after the incident?
I think I'm going to.
If by incident you mean the death of Corporal Tinsdale, yes.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little more subtle, but yeah. Okay.
In fact, to be specific, I believe it happened immediately before, upon what looks to be, and he is going through the footage, when you dispatched the one crystalline entity.
Uh-oh.
So
So
that
just-
there might be a chemical change in this viscous liquid once it gets incorporated. Maybe
Just
signal them that a danger is in near.
I was say they did that clustering happened just before the.
It seemed to happen in a direct response to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You killing one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You killing
alright.
one.
Shooting one.
Okay, so there's a couple of things we can infer from this. One, they have sensors, and 2, when they die like that and they get incorporated, some sort of signal goes out, whether it's electrical, whether it's chemical, I don't know at this point, but they can sense it and it forces them to react probably in a rudimentary manner, more of a survival instinct than I would say intelligence.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty rude.
Well, yes, but we're dealing with simple animals here. They're probably just acting on instinct. Clustering together.
Should we wait? Should we wait here for them to come and see what's going on? I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe if we just stand still and be quiet.
Because the other thing we can infer is that they might be predatory.
Mm-hmm.
Without more evidence,
mean,
though, it's hard to say. I could have been a
it's a
defensive
safe
action.
guess for sure.
It could have been a defensive thing when he got too close to the poor corporal. Maybe it triggered some sort of defense mechanism where it attacked, or maybe they are predatory.
Well, maybe we should leave then, right?
Stay
Yeah.
away from them. Sergeant, we need to keep a lookout for these things.
Dude.
I'm gonna. Can you guys let us? Can you tell where we are in correlation to them?
Good question.
Yes, actually. Any in the egghead leans over to another console and does some typing. Now that we have comms and he does some more typing, yes, I mean, you're still at the entrance basically, but yes, we can track you.
Okay.
And
So can you let us know if they start coming towards us, or if
absolutely.
we're getting close to them?
May I ask a question? How far into this thing have you been able to scan?
We have no ability to penetrate the structure itself. We just know that it is very large and extends further into the hillside here, the bluff.
So we're going to have limited warning capability once we get in deeper, guys.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should just go. I'm
Yes.
sure they could just open the doors and it'll be fine and easy for us to leave. There'll be no problems.
Yeah, but we haven't found any treasures yet.
Sergeant, try and
know.
contact the corporal.
I'm torn.
Sergeant, try and contact the corporal.
He doesn't have a head anymore.
Right?
Sergeant
But
trying.
is his video still working? Is what I'm curious about.
Oh, his helmet got destroyed.
okay.
Maybe.
Oh, you mean Corporal Harris?
Yes.
Harris,
Corporal
yeah.
No Head. Yeah, Corporal
Yeah.
Decapitation.
No, Corporal
No, Harris is
Decapitation
inside
is
somewhere.
Tinsdale. Harris is the open
Tinsdale's-
comms that you don't really know.
Yeah.
I like this idea. Roll. Who would be the engineer type to try and make this happen? The physicist again? We're kind of leaning on the whole physicist thing.
I'm not. That's not really my area of expertise.
I mean,
We don't have any engineers.
no.
Maybe Ricky. You
I'm
probably.
maybe the closest to it.
Yeah, I've done this before. Treasure hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can raise comms. I can raise my
Yeah. I will.
my hinder to
Yeah.
fart.
I'll start switching the comms and see if I can find one that's open.
I'm just curious if his comms are still open, then maybe we know what happened to the other corporal.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
I want to
So,
get
yeah.
I want to get weird with it as we move further in tonight. I know we're butting up against time now.
I was gonna say we're at the front door still.
Well, that is every TTRPG player's biggest nemesis, the door.
Yep.
I heard pride from afar.
All right. I
Wanna-
will.
Fuck up a party, put in a door.
Yep.
The true BBEG of every game.
Yeah, it's not the demon lich. It's a fucking door.
Mhm.
And I accidentally made the game about a really big fucking door.
Yep.
That's on me.
I vexed them all with a door.
My
Actually, 2 doors.
genius.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 doors.
2 doors,
It's
doors on
exponentially
doors.
harder.
And
Well, I
because
knew
it
you
was-
guys were professionals, so
And because it was at the bottom of the ocean, it was actually 2 doors down.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Great band.
is it? Is it good?
No.
No.
Could be the English monarchy for all we know. 2 doors.
I'm glad we all took our goofy pills today.
Ooh.
I was holding my breath for a long time before the game, so I got oxygen deprived for this.
Nice.
top tier role playing strategies. Deprive your brain of oxygen prior to
I
gameplay.
gotta huff some paint.
Huff some paint.
We'll do a bunch of whippets.
Have you
Whippets, huff
experienced
some
galaxy
paint.
gas yet? No.
We do
And
not get
sniffing
those
glue, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's how you get through a TTRPG.
We do not
The
condone
the
or
views and
recommend anybody
opinions
to
of
do
all players do not reflect
Those are
the
the
views and
GM.
opinions of the GM.
Good. A long game would be 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody's unconscious in 5.
Start by buying a box of Sharpies.
We're gonna get banned from YouTube, aren't we?
No.
That's it. Let's go. Doc's gonna go Rambo now.
Because I love the idea of you guys tapping into Harris's comms. As you poke around and tap into his video feed with the assistance of the egghead,
Egghead
the
one,
monolith that
credits.
is the egghead on board. You guys, a picture comes into focus on your HUD. I'm gonna say we're real tech now. You got like HUDs in your helmets, and what you see are these crystalline jellyfish. I wish I was gooder with the words to describe what I'm seeing in my head, but like this glowing inner core, and around it are all of these mirrory crystalline jellyfish pulsating around it. This very hypnotic pattern. They flex in and out and in and out, and they seem to be maybe growing as they do around this central like red. You aren't really sure what it is. It's just like this very ominous red pulsating light that they seem to be feeding off of almost.
Two thoughts occur to me. One, I think we found out what happened to the corporal. Same thing that happened to our corporal. And two, maybe the store wasn't meant to keep us out, but to keep these in.
Right.
Yeah, but we're already here, so.
Of course, I'm not going to go out now. I mean, these are new species.
Yeah, okay. You sounded really serious there for a second, and just really dramatic.
No, I am a scientist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. I understand. Yeah.
Science!
I was blinding me with science.
Maybe we should move in that direction and see what's going on. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down. Oh.
Just give it a look-see and...
Yeah. Poke ahead.
A looks-a-do. Just a
Yep.
looky-looky.
Yep. Just a quick look, some pictures maybe.
Quick little peek.
Then we head on back, have some ramen.
Go for ramen.
Look at the pictures.
Look at the pictures.
Look at underwater ramen.
Mm-mm.
All right, so we start heading down, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I do
Yep.
take Corporal Tinsdale's weapon. He had a weapon.
Yeah. Take his
I'm
weapon.
taking that motherfucker.
It just shoots blanks.
No. It's a
Like, we're not gonna waste a weapon on. Like,
no. He's ready. It shoots Magna Pulse rounds.
Nice. It's a rail gun.
It's a real yeah. I ain't got time to bleed.
I don't know if I'd want a rail gun underwater.
I wouldn't want a railgun underwater, I don't think.
I don't know.
It'd be great. It's fine.
It'll be great.
What
Get out
could
of the
go
way.
wrong?
Some kind
Weird,
of
every time I pull the trigger, I
micro-focused. Yeah.
Get out of the way, girly man. I will take care of these crystalline things.
It's an airsoft railgun.
Yeah. A bunch of jellyfish.
Um,
I'll give you the peanut butter.
As you guys make your way further into the structure, you're fine. It is very oddly the architecture is very strange inside, but mildly. It has lots of these honeycombed chambers, large open areas that provide, a lot of what seems like wasted space. Unfortunately, as you make your way further in, things become the bioluminescence begins to die out, and things become darker, darker, until you find yourselves having to use your own headlamps to really even make heads or tails of where you're headed. It's in this murky darkness that let's go with Doctor. Well, you're all doctors. Oh no, Ricky's the only non-doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Russet,
Doctor.
you
Doctor.
trip
Ricky.
over what you quickly find to be another corpse from clearly some other expedition team. E.T. Roll 1d6 with a DC 4. This is me kind of checking your pulse.
Who are you talking to? I missed that part.
Dr. Russet, right? Marine biologist.
Oh, okay.
That's PJ, right?
Good.
Yes,
Yes.
that's me. I was checking something on my sheet. What did you say?
Roll 1d6. This is me checking your pulse. You just tripped over a corpse.
Oh,
And this is me kind of wedging in a sanity check into the rules of OKRPG.
Just thinking about mothership.
I just rolled a 2.
Ooh.
That's not good.
I want to say you begin to lose your composure, Dr. Russet. Team, you would find, and I guess you guys now have Corporal Iglesias back, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys would find what does Dr. Russet panicking look like, PJ?
He immediately launches into a Krog Maga stance and starts beating the crap out of whatever he tripped over.
Oh, so do you begin like making a lot of like noise, relatively speaking? I guess
like
you're underwater. I'm
moaning
not sure how that, like a lot of thumping.
A lot of thumping, a lot of like.
Whoa, dude, whoa. What?
And as you
That's
approach me as I'm doing this,
He's already dead. Yeah. I'll approach.
as
Yeah,
you
of course.
approach me, I'm in Krog McGraw stance. I turn and clock you in the chin on your helmet.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
PvP.
Them fighting words.
Not like knowingly. It just I'm in survival mode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna let you hit me. If I can help it.
Yeah, so I kind of like, without knowing, I just spin and clock him, try to clock him in the face.
Who do you try to hit in the face? Dr. Chance? Dr. Lovejoy?
Yes.
Okay, I believe the rules for this, if you actually want to defend yourselves, if there's like any conflict, it's roll. Other rules: if PCs oppose each other, all players involved roll dice as normal. Player with the best result gets what they want, and the GM decides the fate of the losers. Reroll ties.
Okay, so roll d6 each.
Well,
What
you're
would I get?
trained in it.
You're trained,
I'm
yeah. I
trained
would say you
McGraw.
probably get 2d6.
Okay.
I might have high reactions because of my hacky sack skills.
I got a
There you
2 and a
go.
5.
True.
I
True.
got a 2 and a 5.
2d6. Both of you 2d6.
2 and a 4.
Oh, I got a 5 and a 2.
Took one right in the screen.
So yeah, he takes his big fist and through this viscous liquid lands a haymaker straight onto the side of your helmet, and not only do you kind of feel it in your suit, your suit feels it too as you see your HUD kind of blip out, Dr. Lovejoy, and he's basically
Wow.
knocked out your ability
It's like
to comms and even talk back
my eyes
over
go wide. I'm like,
comms.
oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry. Are you okay?
All you see is him like miming at you and like screaming. You can't hear anything, but you know that he's very angry with you. I apologize. I don't mean to truly mute you like that, Doug, but I find it fun to like put this situation like I would recommend you now pantomime anything you need or
That's what he's been doing.
charade your way into getting things done. Dr. Lovejoy, I'm so sorry.
We're not using video. This is awesome.
Guys, what are you doing? The cluster's moving. He says right after probably Chance or sorry Lovejoy smacked against the side of the
Question.
structure.
Michael, can I hear through my comms, or they're out too?
Kind of wanted to just put you in the dark, like you
Okay,
couldn't.
okay, that's fine. So I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, you didn't hear that. And we've lost Lovejoy. What's going on?
He
Can we
died.
can we fix
He
that?
died.
Tim killed him. One hit. Boom.
No, no,
Done.
he slipped on some slime.
I believe it
Uh,
is.
No, that was your fist.
We should all
Into the
regroup,
door.
act as a cohesive unit, and I will my most mellifluous voice I will use through the comms. Oh, it's okay, gentlemen. Let's all take 30 seconds.
Lovejoy
Let
is
us
probably right
see.
next to you, just waving his hands, pointing at his ears, like,
I was saying, can we fix Dr. Lovejoy's communications remotely to the scientists back at Deep Sexy Base? I feel like I'm Stevie
The
Wayne from the
base.
fog. KB 1340. Hey, Stevie Wayne, your nightlight.
Down.
Antonio Bay. It's 100 years.
2 doors at the down.
So can I fix it? It's like we need to just be calm, gentlemen. All will be okay.
Have a midnight.
what are you? I apologize. What are you trying to fix with your soothing?
First, I'm trying to
dulcet
soothe
tones?
everybody. Dulcet tones with my, I can't use my body, or I can't use, so I'm going to use my words, to read by. I know everybody, so I'm going to be soft, speaking softly, speaking slow. Say, oh, calm down. We're all professionals. And can we fix Dr. Lovejoy's comms remotely? We need to communicate with him. He's a member of our team. Yes, we're all a team. Remember this.
I am so sorry.
That's okay, Dr. Russell. You're very excited, but we'll be calm. Because I have a needle ready for him in case he gets
Roll 2d6, Doctor. As you look over Lovejoy's suit.
Okay.
DC 4?
I got a 4 and a 1. So am I successful?
You see like this joint where the helmet basically meets the battery or whatever, like a coupling between the helmet, and you pull it out and you reseat it. Lovejoy's UI and HUD start to pop back into, the stuff scrolls back, registers. Lovejoy, you are back on comms.
You're welcome. Imagine my days listening to the wireless. Sometimes you have to smack it.
Yeah, that was.
Do we, when it comes back in, do we hear?
disconcerting.
Yes.
Do we hear him yelling?
Do we hear Chance like mid?
Yeah, what would
yell
Chance have
at
been?
Ed?
If anything, I guess. I don't know how he would be handling it.
Midstream of
Fucking
cursing.
biologists.
That's all right.
Oh God,
That's not even a real science.
It's like a parapsychologist.
We can make
Yeah.
dogs that glow because we studied fish that glow.
There's a reason they only teach that in 10th grade.
In Japan, they have trees that glow because we studied glowing fish in the sea, and now they have light in
I
that night,
cannot
and it's
believe we.
less electricity. I mean, we're helping the world.
How does that
Oh.
help us now, Fish Boy?
I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I was startled.
Sorry,
I tripped
I'm a
over
little
Jeff.
bitter. I'm a little stressed out. That was
I
I
fully
don't.
understand that. I
Sorry,
see you,
sorry.
We
and
going
I feel your
forward?
pain.
Well, it's wonderful we can all get through
What
this.
happened while I couldn't hear anything.
The
Anything?
swarm is moving.
Yes, we
Probably.
should.
Which way?
Towards us, probably. I would think probably towards us.
Should we leave that again?
Yeah.
Suggest.
I think
I know.
I want as this moment settles after the Krav Maga assault, fixing the suit, camera kind of pans out and shows the 5 of you, you 4 plus the Corporal Iglesias there, and you see why now this person was standing here or is now dead here, because about 20 feet further from you, the tunnel moves down very precipitously, very at a steep grade. Clearly they did not want to move forward anymore.
Yeah, with all this lube, you probably couldn't control your descent.
With all this lube, indeed, just slip right in, right down.
Yeah, just goes right down.
Do we have any cables? And if
Frictionless.
so, do we have
Are
any-
you in yet? In yet? Done.
Do we have any climbing equipment like cables and ways to secure them?
Does my diving propulsion thing work in
Thing?
this?
Oh yeah, you brought your little buggy. You brought your little dive buggy.
Yes,
So
it
James Bond.
it can go on my
Dive,
back.
buddy.
You dive, buddy?
Was it part of your gear? I mean, I'll allow
Yeah.
it.
I said high tech diving equipment.
Perfect.
meaning-
Then yeah,
that
your
was what I
buggy
was-
definitely. It's slower. It's kludgier, but it definitely seems to operate.
I can go down and see if you want. Maybe there's a way to.
Be careful, man. Be careful.
You can
It's like
tell
you
it's
got no-
really taxing.
Yeah.
Do we have any ropes or anything?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out.
Because I can take that down with it, like to the bottom kind of thing, or I can get us back up.
Your spear gun has 130 feet of rope attached to it.
Okay.
I don't know if that's average or low, or if that's way too much. Probably
that
way
works.
too much for a spear gun, but
It's Rick Rafter.
Yeah.
it's Rick Rafter.
Come on, Rick Rafter. I got it.
You never know when you need to graft a raft.
Yeah.
Right.
I got 130 paracord. 10
Uh,
Well, can we?
Yeah, and
shoot
I
the-
don't think there's anything wrong with you guys having at least some equipment on you, like a paracord. I think a lot of that shit is pretty standard issue for people going out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
How
shoot
hard
the-
are the walls?
Yeah, can we
They're-
shoot the walls with the?
they withstood the penetration of your harpoon, your spear gun.
It's very
Oh.
sexy.
Remember, it clanged against it.
Yeah. Did they? Can I see that one? Like, I would have grabbed it if we've left. We have
Sure,
left
the
that
crystal
area.
things it kind of
I would've
that kind of
grabbed it.
melted into the fluid, and yes, you absolutely could have retrieved it.
Was it damaged?
The tip, assuming it wasn't some kind of intentionally blunted tip, it is now.
Blunted.
Yeah,
I'll look at him and be like, "That's what happened when it hit it last. I don't mean to shoot into this."
This is a very sexual episode.
But I will.
not because of anything I set up.
Penetration, just a tip. I don't know.
the whole glam shot thing in the suiting up room.
That's my fault. I take it back. That's all. It's all my
I was that's my star right there.
So yeah, I'll look at it and be like, no, probably can't shoot something into it, but
Are there any protuberances that we can wrap around? Any long, hard circle like shafts that we can wrap around and hold on to as we lower ourselves down?
It's gone.
Sure.
It's off the rails. Off the rails, ladies and gentlemen.
I am actually describing a legitimate question, you know?
This is a runaway train.
There's
now.
a sturdy pillar of fibrous, honeycomb glass that you can wrap your rope
Sexy.
around.
Okay, I say we wrap it.
tie off to that, and then
Brian's
I'll
losing
start-
it. The cabin's great.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm in junior high school all over again. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
Wrap it before you descend. So,
We have to,
Oh my God! Yes.
safety first.
Safety first. Yep.
so yeah,
So
I will.
you're trying to get to
after
the
with this
bottom?
tied up. Yeah.
We got like 13 feet into this thing.
No, you're.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, meters. What was that like 2.5 feet in meters?
0.5 of an
Was
ostrich.
that 4 meters?
4 meters. Oh yeah.
You guys, you begin to descend. Ricky Rafter.
Love that record. I want to play the Magnum PI music for some reason.
It's virtually pitch black, and your headlamps are just trying their best to pierce into this abyss and failing miserably. And it kind of plateaus out at the bottom, and you're able to land, so to speak, your little buggy, I believe I referred to it.
Yeah.
Guys, what are you doing?
Making our way in.
Try not to
Making
fall.
our way downtown. Try not to fall. Yeah.
Making our way downtown.
Downtown.
Well, I believe we're exploring.
We'll fast forward just a
where
hot
no man has
minute because
gone
we're running
before.
out of time. We're running out of time real hard. You guys
Oh,
find
shit.
yourself at the base of this massive structure, and in front of you,
Success.
these
At the base of it.
now no longer glowing that kind of that lavender blue crystalline. They have this much more ominous red pulsating to them. They seem much larger. At the base, you see
They seem to be
some
engorged.
strange alien apparatus at work, pulsing through these crystals and this kind of undefinable energy that you guys could investigate, but some kind of energy is pulsing through these crystals up through the structure at the center, at the heart of this
And you said
cavern.
jellyfish are pulsing too.
Absolutely, they're pulsing around it like
And things
glass
pulsing.
blades, right?
And the
Churning through this liquid. Go ahead.
and the thing that is also pulsing, correct?
Yeah.
Are they pulsing in sync with each other?
Yeah. You'd be able to observe that very quickly, yes.
On a rudimentary examination, I would say that there's some sort of connection between the pulsing of the fish and the pulsing of this apparatus. Does it look like it's a living apparatus, or is it mechanical, or?
That's a great question. Give me 2d6 with your marine biology.
Ooh, a 3 and a 1.
You can't pinpoint it. You are aware of the fact that, in the water, especially, there are crazy creatures down here. Some of them live off, the fumes of volcanoes and things. It wouldn't put it past you that these are some kind of living crystalline creatures somehow.
Okay. I'm not sure, but we might be dealing with a new kind of life form that's beyond what we define as life.
Wait,
It's silicon, crystalline. If it is life, it's nothing we've ever seen before or would recognize as life. So why I think it's life, I'm not sure, but that's just going. I mean, as a scientist, I shouldn't really be saying that. I mean, it needs further study, but my first impression is my hypothesis.
So, but it's
so it's
alien.
not real?
It's
Is it
real.
imaginary?
No, I believe it's real. I just don't know if it's mechanical, digital, or
I would say mineral.
But
if it's mineral, then it could be mineral life, a form of life that we've never encountered before or would recognize as life.
well, getting back to the door, the big door, right?
Yes.
That we came through?
That we came through. So, did alien technology fuse with organic terrestrial life?
At
Is
this
that what
point,
we're thinking?
I would think, I would think we have too little information to go on. I mean,
Mm,
obviously, we're looking around here. I don't recognize any of the construction techniques that
yes.
we humans.
Right.
I mean, there are. I mean, I've seen ships that airships that have used honeycomb structures to strengthen them, but nothing like this. This is on a
As
whole
you
other.
guys are talking through this, you maybe the camera shows it in the background as you guys are discussing it or staring at it, but the crystal jellyfish begin to spin rapidly and coalesce around the center right before a pulse pushes out. It's like kind of like whoosh out all at once, and you can kind of see this pulse in the viscous fluid move through. Each one of you give me a d6 as
Oh,
Give you what?
this is give me a die of fate. It calls in basically 1d6
Okay.
with a DC4 check to just get bashed into the wall, basically.
I get
Ooh,
bashed in the wall. I roll a 2.
I got bashed. I got a 2.
I rolled the 3.
6.
Cheater.
The doctor's gonna survive.
Cheater.
DJ?
I better.
Or sorry,
6 and a 3.
I roll a 2. We're only rolling one dice, right?
yes. Doctor? Doctor, which doctor is this? This is Doctor
The witch doctor,
Hartley.
Dr. Magobo.
Hartley.
Yeah.
Dr. Hartley. All of your companions are smashed back. They hit the side of one of these honeycomb walls and bash against them hard. You see they seem to go out. Their comms still seem up, but they do not immediately reply. And it hits you like a hard wave, and your head goes a little wobbly as it does. And
Do
you
you get
start
that
to see a little.
wah?
Yeah, exactly. You start to see red and feel something that it's hard to describe. It you don't something nagging in the back, like, and it draws you.
All right, I guess I'll have to shoot them.
No, not quite like that. It
Sorry, old
draws you
chaps.
towards the crystal.
Who knew he would be the one that went crazy?
Yeah.
You just feel it. You're not going crazy yet. You feel it though. As if you roll. What do you do?
What about the corporal? What about Iglesias? Is he? How's he?
Let's roll him. Let's roll him.
I'll roll them.
Okay, go for it.
4.
He is
4.
there too.
Oh,
What the fuck was that? Sorry, I don't mean to be a DMPC like this that much, but he goes over to the doctor, Lovejoy, and he begins to shake him. I don't know if you guys even take damage in this game. I don't think you do.
Conditions.
Yeah.
Conditions. I don't know them well. Can you? I guess we don't have a ton of
Oh,
time.
they're totally made up.
Yeah.
They literally just
Okay, you're like
There's no-
you're punch drunk as you wake up, as
Yeah.
you're brought to, and
oh,
so is but all three of you can get back up, but you're all punch drunk, and you all have like a greater nagging feeling. In fact, all of you suddenly feel like you have a plan to go see what's up with that weird red pulsing energy at the center of this.
Can I tap? I'm punch drunk. Can I still? Am I still able to make scientific thinking things?
Basically, at disadvantage. I'm kind of trying to steal it away from you a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Ricky starts walking towards it.
Oh. Ooh. I think
Yeah,
we should be
we just-
cautious.
I'll start walking towards it.
no, Doc, we got to go over there. 'Cause if we figure that out, then we can just go. We got this.
This thing needs us.
Oh yes. Yes. I understand
with us.
completely now. No, I believe you go first.
You too, Corporal.
The corporal everybody should sally forth. Can I just
All
switch
right, all right.
comms? Do I know how to switch comms back to just me and the base? Like,
Yeah, I would say that there's like a
Okay.
like a private button, like a private comms button.
So I'm like dial in and I'm like, it's just Bravo, Breaker, Zulu, Alpha Charlie, Foxtrot. Yes, we have a situation. I believe. Can you, Sergeant Hulka, order the Corporal Iglesias back? And I will kind of relay what's happening. That they seem to be under some influence of this, and I'll describe what happens. So if you order him back in your very authoritarian tone, I believe we should all survive and come back. Yes.
Debating it whether he should or not. Use very
Okay.
I implore you, sir. It's the most gravest of consequences, or else you have another team missing.
He'll break into the regular comms.
Thank you.
He will say,
Switchback.
Corporal, I think it's time you guys return. You've acquired enough evidence that we can send further teams. And Corporal Iglesias will look to the rest of you, you three that are under the influence, and be very
You heard what the
insistent.
lieutenant said.
Guys, we need to go.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, go
you.
to the light right there. Yep.
Yes, I understand you, Bob. We will understand you. You are magnificently beautiful.
2 seconds. We got to just check it out. We'll be right back.
Yep. Yep.
Don't you see it needs us?
2 seconds.
I will start to back up. Like, sure, gentlemen, maybe it's further, and I'll try to implore them. Like, you should come with us, then we can correlate our data.
But
We've
doctor,
done enough. No.
science discovery.
Oh, but there's just it's right there.
Yes, but
I can learn so much from it. It can learn so much from me.
Let's do these opposing die rolls to see
Yeah.
as you try to.
I shoot the pulsing thing. Like,
oh, do you?
I don't know. What sense does Dr. Hartley get? Like, they're going toward it. Do I sense danger? Because I feel like they're being drawn to this thing.
I think with your empathy, your background, you would intuit that without a dice roll. You would pick up that they're suddenly acting very out of character. You might not know them that well, but they didn't seem this gung ho.
Right. Okay. Do I sense danger from this thing? Are we getting any? Can I patch through the eggheads? Like, hey, is this like gonna blow up, or what's going on? Like, is things trying
Back
to
on the private line?
Yeah, trying to justify maybe shooting this thing. and breaking the spell. I don't know. I feel like this is going to lead to catastrophe for everybody.
Reverse its polarity.
Yeah. First, we could do a slingshot around a sun
think
first.
I do think it's funny how the 3 impulsive people are the ones that are heading towards the big red.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, big red. Oh, it's chewing gum. That's all right.
Oh,
Longer with Big Red.
I want to say the eggheads will come back and say yes. The energy output seems to be increasing.
Okay.
Not exponentially. That's not really the right word, but probably linearly
Mentally.
at a constant rate.
Okay.
Literally, steady build.
Well, I'm going to try to say, gentlemen, we're getting readings that this is very unstable. So I think we should back off, and our research.
yeah,
will be better.
we can
It'll
just
be
go
better,
in and just we'll stabilize it when we get in there.
No, they say you will all die if you touch it. I say you will all die if you touch it.
No, we won't. It'll
No.
be fine.
It would never hurt us.
Right? Oh.
Because of your background, give me 2d6 versus
Okay.
basically each one of them individually. Like,
1d6
Okay.
for us.
So
5
we're
and 2.
rolling 1.
yeah, you're
Against
rolling
them?
one against his 2. Yeah.
I got a 1.
I got a 5. 5 and 2.
Okay. Well. Okay. That's for who are you
Jesus
going against? Let's go
Christ.
against Dr. Lovejoy. Brian, you rolled a 5.
2.
Yes.
Throw the 2. Okay. You seem kind of convinced, Lovejoy. Now roll again for Dr. Russet.
Oh, 4 and a 3.
I got a 1.
Okay. And finally for Ricky Rafter.
I rolled a 1.
1.
I
You
rolled
convinced him.
What'd you roll?
snake eyes.
We died.
Oh.
No, you got to roll again.
Reroll.
Roll again? Okay. Rolled a 1 and a 1. Oh, 1 and a 1.
4.
I don't know. I rolled a 1 and a 1. I'm sorry. I said snake eyes. That's 1 and 1, right?
Yeah. 1 and 1 would be snake eyes.
Okay. So I roll again?
Yeah. You
Oh,
got
okay.
a 4. You got to beat a 4.
Yeah, 5 and a 1.
Okay.
Well, that sucks. Well, you all leave now and everybody's fine.
Why were we heading towards that thing?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't. But I don't like it. We should get out of here.
I believe yes.
Yeah.
This
I
is
actually
not
feel
good.
Maybe
okay
they'll-
ending like this, but all 3 of you now have really difficult to shake, probably unable to shake compulsions to go back.
Yeah.
Oh.
To
There's a
return.
sequel.
Yeah, we should play this again.
Yeah.
Next one shot.
I don't know.
Look it up. And a
Excursion
sequel.
Team
Maybe
5.
make it sexier and
Yeah.
more dangerous.
Yeah.
We'll wear thongs next
I will
time.
not be making the title of the episode Deep Sexy Bass or Deep,
Deep
Bass
Sexy Bass 6.
Watertight
Deep Sexy
thongs.
Bass 69.
Why do I feel like I just walked into a harem like fan fiction thing, like the Deep Space
Ew.
Sexy 6.
Deep
Yeah,
Space.
that's
Deep Bass 69.
We walked in on
66.
a hard red pulsing device.
I hope you guys. I'm gonna do Stars and Wishes. I think I like
is
that.
fucking
I like that
hilarious.
ending a little bit. I wasn't 100% sure. I wanted you guys to fuck with it and make something catastrophic or weird happen. But
Right.
once PJ put in my head, like, what if this is just here to hold it? What if this is not? What if this is to quarantine what's in here, not
Yeah.
really meant to be found?
Yeah. Right. I like that. Yeah.
And then
A lot.
I was thinking treating it more like a intergalactic artifact, basically something that smashed into Earth eons ago, is buried here, has been buried here. Maybe a little inspired by Sphere as well. In that way.
Ah, yes.
But,
I was getting Prometheus vibes
Let's
from
hide it
the
here.
picture.
nice.
Yeah.
Stars and wishes. I'll start with Brian.
Oh, Star, huge. The moon pool montage.
That's where we lost it. That's my
It went off-
fault.
No, but it went off the rails that
No,
way.
it was off the rails from the
But
beginning.
it was that started it, and my stars would go to everybody here, Michael included. We just ran with it. I had a lot of fun, and we laughed, we made silly jokes, but we were trying to be sciencey a little bit too. Well, not me, but Doug and Paul, and I like Rick
I-
Rafter just be like, yeah, I'm Rick Rafter, like adrenaline. Meh. I think even though this was like a one shot, we really, I think everybody brought their A game playing, and a star goes to Michael for just keep on soldiering through with all our innuendos and
That's fine.
In
I
your
just-
silliness, innuendo. That's in episode 3, innuendo. The Steve Tyne version. And
I feel like,
wishes.
I
Marinara.
feel like Michael was
Marinara.
corralling cats.
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
time.
definitely. Kudos. So, and wishes were I want to play a sequel to this. I want to go back.
Yeah.
I'm
I wanna
glad.
go
I'm
back
glad
to-
you enjoyed.
Deep Star Sexy 6.
Deep
and-
Bass Sexy 6.
Deep Bass Sexy 6. This was a lot of fun. So I want to come back
was.
and then see what happens to these guys.
To these guys, like nothing's gonna happen to you. You're the
No, I'm gonna be
sensitive
okay.
group.
No. I'm a psychologist. I would not be susceptible to this
Doug, stars and
pulsing
wishes.
chicanery.
No, me now.
Yeah, you know.
You now.
The characters we made were quite a bunch.
Hmm.
I think it was really funny how they ended up.
Yeah.
Very interesting how they ended up. 3 of us were just like, "Fuck it, let's do it." And then we have the old man who's just like, "No, don't do it."
Don't do it.
Youth is wasted on the young.
This voyage is doomed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and as for a wish, it would be fun to play a sequel to this. See how bad it can go.
Perfect.
That's a good for.
Bobby. Stars and wishes.
My star is the way you were actually able to keep us somewhat on track and not completely just stuck in the base being idiots laughing, not even get out of the base.
Yeah.
It was a
That
challenge.
would have been funny.
Tina had her workout cut out for her.
Yes, she did.
Good thing she's a professional.
Yeah.
Really.
And to piggyback on Doug, my wish would be and Brian, my wish would be to play a sequel to this
Sequel.
for our next one shot.
Yeah.
The Adventures of the Mid.
Deep Sexy 6.
Crew of the Deep Sexy 6.
Truly deep.
Deep sea after midnight.
Deep Sea after midnight.
Some random show on the Playboy channel.
Yeah, let's bring back Skinamax.
Mhm.
PJ, Stars and Wishes.
My stars go out to Brian with the marinara trench. And
Marinara Trench.
Thank you.
I
Very kind.
lost it at that point.
Oh
I
my
laughed
god, that
so
was fucking
hard
classic.
that I hurt my chest.
Thank you. I appreciate you suffering pain. for my
Oh god, yeah.
Stupid
Thank
joke.
you, Brian. And also all the other stupid shit that we got into today. It was just
Yeah.
hilarious, but we stayed on track. So kudos
Yeah.
to Michael. Michael keeping us
Yeah, keeping us.
cat
I
bird
try
going.
to keep
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I don't know how Brian's walking because I'm piggybacking on him saying, "Yeah, I would love my wish is a sequel."
Strongest back in South Caboa.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Deep Sexy 6.
You
my-
gotta make that canon somehow.
My stars, you
Cannon.
guys. You guys were able to run with basically me throwing every like underwater movie trope that I've ever or like seen into one kind of amalgamation of something. So I appreciate you guys playing along. I think that's what I really enjoyed the most was just kind of putting these tropes together because I do love the underwater theme and the underwater horror theme.
Yeah.
I hope I presented this like some kind of mystery to it enough to
Yep.
make it a little
Oh, yeah.
spoopy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you guys had fun. And my
I
wish
really
is
find out that what red pulsing thing is.
right. And my wish is I would like to do more contemporary stuff from time to time. So I did appreciate you guys humoring me in my dalliance with OKRPG tonight and just want to do something different. So
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And great ideas all around. And like I said, you guys help me write what's going on, like with PJ and kind of getting ideas with how it moves. Like you guys are there with me. So you may say you're cats, but you come out with good ideas. So I do appreciate
Cool.
it.
The Aristocats.
That's
We are the Aristocats, baby.
At least we weren't aristocrats.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we lost it to a point where I didn't think it was recoverable, but we
No,
did.
but we come back.
Yes, we came back from the edge.
We came back.
We looked into the abyss and
Yes.
said,
And
"Later,
said-
abyss."
They said, back to your keep it cool.
But thank you guys. I had a blast.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
laughed a
Always
bunch.
good
I
night.
hope
Yeah,
you
thank
guys
you.
enjoyed. So
I feel
fun.
so much better
Absolutely.
about everything right now. Really, you don't understand. I just
Yes.
feel like a weight's been lifted off me. Just
It
not
has,
from the
yeah.
pain, but from life itself.
Laughter is the best
been-
medicine. So we're all
Put me
cured.
through KY.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Thanks,
Keep it
everybody.
Night,
safe.
That was
guys.
fun.
Have a
Good
good
night.
evening.
See ya.
Dream deep sexy.
Bye.
Dream
Deep
deep
sexy
sexy, everybody.
six.